steroids too.
Everything on steroids. All right, we officially live.
What is up?
It's highly offensive, episode 23.
Popeye's in the house.
You know what the fuck we do now.
Yeah, we got Lewis, Jay Kush, Mike, Tony.
Damn.
We gotta come up with cool names for y'all, because I can't be the only one that's just got like a rapper name.
I need a
Like,
street name.
Nobody else here has
You
ever
call-
dabbled in the the arts.
You can call me Lulu.
You call me Young Black.
Lulu. I don't think that's appropriate for a grown ass man to be called Lulu at any point, other than by children.
Yeah.
You have been
I,
forever deemed as Lulu.
I can't call you Lulu, bruh.
Why?
I don't know. I had a girlfriend
Okay,
named
try to
Luann
say-
one time.
Say it, Lulu.
You called her Lulu?
I called her Lou.
Damn.
But you
Can't
got
call
the
her
extra Lou, though.
Yeah.
When you got the extra Lou, it's completely different. Lulu.
That's masculine right there. Lou is feminine.
Call you Big Easy.
Big Easy.
Yeah.
I am big and I am easy.
Whoa.
Mm.
Pause.
No pause. No pause needed.
No.
Big Easy.
I
It
didn't
was
say-
needed. A hell of a pause
I
was
didn't say
needed.
for men, bro.
I mean, I'm just saying, you big and easy. I mean,
Pause.
like,
Pause on you.
pause on you, nigga. I ain't never gonna say I'm big and easy.
That sounds like an ER. See, I'm learning this and ER shit. That
Again,
sounds like an ER.
I feel like you're trying to spin that narrative, but
Did that
that's
sound
un-
like an ER to you?
I didn't hear it.
The other white guy says yes.
I've been around Jose long enough. I know it's an A.
Thank you, Tony. Anyways, other than talking about nothing, how do we normally start this?
I don't know,
Yeah.
but Royal Farms is better.
Yeah. I mean, now we start with the Popeyes.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, anyways, we decided to get some fucking Popeyes chickens because, you know, we're fucking losers. We had nothing else better to do.
Because
And
it's in the hood.
it had nothing to do with being in the hood. Like, it
I
was
wouldn't say
more,
it's in the hood, though. Popeyes ain't really the hood.
I felt like we were in the hood at some point of our journey.
We definitely were. Definitely were.
I mean, we
At
definitely
some
were.
point in the
At some point.
Say not Popeyes, though.
No. But
We got stopped by the cops
did we?
because they were wondering why there was a white guy in the back of the car.
You just tell them so they don't. Nah, I don't know.
I didn't roll my window down. I rolled Mike's window down.
Yeah. I
Talk to him, Mike. Talk to him.
I talked to him from the back
Uh,
seat. I said, "No, officer, these guys are this is my Uber."
Mike vouched for us. Pulled his white privilege card. I'm like, hey, I'm white.
Yeah, if you ever get pulled over, just call me. I'm there. I got you. Oh, officer.
One second.
Tony, my nigga.
Whoa.
That's the A. That's the A. That's the A.
See, I'm hearing it wrong because that sounds like the
Yeah, he just be one day.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the old white man in him.
Jay Kush, Big Easy, Little Black, and what's your?
Little Black. Who's Little Black?
That's my name. That's my street name.
Black because you're trans black.
Self-proclaimed little black.
Because
Little
you're trans black.
No, because I'm working towards my black card.
That's what he identifies as.
I'm Little Black.
Little Black. Why little that? Why not Big Black?
Because we got.
Oh, because we got Big Easy.
Yeah.
You can't have Big,
Big
Black.
Easy.
So you
Big
can't
Black and Big Easy. That's two bigs.
have pause. Pause.
What's Tony's nickname?
You gotta make.
Yo, I don't got a nickname. I'm just Tony. Like Rory.
Let's not try to be like them.
No, I'm saying I'm like his
I'm
name.
saying like because I don't want them to sue us. Just
Like,
like
How about Middle T?
We just shout him out.
We'll
Shout
call
out
him
to
Middle
everybody.
T.
Podcast.
Not Little T. Middle T.
Add him in the credits.
We got Little Black, Middle T, and Big Easy,
There we go.
and then Jay Kush.
Mid
Wait, wait.
Mid T for short. Mid T.
Who's that?
You.
What the fuck
You
is Mitzi?
didn't hear what he just said?
I thought he was talking about himself.
No,
What am I?
can't be both.
Middle T. Because
Be
we
too
got
confusing.
big,
It's already confusing.
middle. Little.
What the fuck is this sandwich? Like,
Fake ass big chicken.
yeah,
Fake ass big chicken.
that's
It's that cocaine chicken.
Bro, it's something.
how much they
I don't
charge
see
you.
it.
'Cause I think they
Why
charge
the
me
chicken
more
you know
because I
looks
was
like that?
white.
I don't know any other chicken
I
nuggets.
feel like
that.
I got charged more because I was white.
Think so?
How did you get charged more because you were white? I'm pretty sure we all got charged the same price.
Because we're at Popeyes in the hood.
So it's more expensive for white people?
They're like, this motherfucker's credit
You don't
score
belong
better.
here. Extra $3.
You got to pay.
That'll be $23.95, sir.
You got to pay the Troto, Mike. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Yo,
what,
don't be busting
that's
out
what
no
you,
Danny DeVito shit
that-
on me.
hey, that's what you get for slavery.
Nah, my reparations, I got to pay the toll.
You got to pay the fucking Troto. Yeah, I mean, like, until, you know what I'm saying, like, you trying to earn you trying to earn the black card. You say you trans black, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't say
Little
trans black, little black.
I'm saying you're trans black, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not physically black. So we got to say you're trans black to educate the public, you know what I'm saying? Because we're making up terms now.
There could be
You know
one
what I'm saying?
part of me
Like-
that's black.
This is what we do. But
It's all dick.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're looking at me so intently while you're just saying, oh, dick.
Didn't know if you saw it on the internet.
His eye glimmered for a little bit.
Yeah, like there was like a sparkle, like there was a fucking electricity in the room. Like
That's what people do when they come here.
You thought you thought the chemistry.
That's what people
there's
do
no
when they come
chemistry
here.
there. There's no chemistry at all. I'm just saying, like there was some static. Is all I'm saying.
That's what happens when people are here with you, Jose.
God damn. That's what we do with the platform now.
This went downhill quick.
That's what happened when I. They should have never
Alright.
given you niggas money.
Yeah. Nah, it's all subliminal shots. Nobody knows.
I'm going to count how many times you say the N-word during this podcast. You're up to 7.
Damn.
Pretty sure it was like 3, but I mean,
I
feel
got-
free.
I got 4 ahs and 3 ers.
I'm pretty sure we can rewind the tape. All right.
It's going to be like the Wolf of Wall Street where they count fucks. We're going to count the niggas.
You can't say it.
I didn't say it. I said niggas. I left out the
I don't know if
A
that's
and
any
the
better.
R.
that's
It's not.
probably worse.
That reminds me of that fucking movie. You ever see that one movie, Tales from the Crypt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? That scene where
We said
the
nigglets.
little dolls.
We said nigglets.
Yeah,
Little nigglets.
that scene always had me die,
Yeah.
bro. But anyways, back to the cocaine chicken.
Yeah, my
So
favorite one.
what do you guys think about the Popeyes chicken sandwich?
Okay, we're going to see how talented you go. Go ahead.
I think somebody
How
got
talented-
stabbed.
Wrap your fucking... I want to see how you fit all that in your mouth. Go ahead. Go slow-mo.
Yeah.
How gay are you trying to make this podcast, Mike?
I'm not. Just do it. I just want to see it. I want to
Just do
see
it.
how
Do
big, how big a check
We'll go to
I'm gonna
breakfast
have to write.
afterward.
Fuck you, Tony.
Who the fuck put the nickels on?
Now I'm about to just nibble this shit like a little bitch.
I know. Now you're gonna be like,
Little kid bites.
oh god damn, you going on Pornhub, son?
And he said you just like Jasmine. Isn't that her name?
Who's Jasmine?
Isn't
I like that
the
segue.
one? Yeah. Who we got? Yeah. Jasmine Cashmere. The newly found born again Christian.
I want to thank you for that.
That's
'Cause
right.
after you sent that, that morning I went home and checked her out on Pornhub.
Is it really?
Absolutely,
Nice.
I'm doing research, bro.
How was she?
Research.
How was Nicole B. Jones?
Nicole B. Jones. Is that her name?
That's a
or
real
her-
name, yeah.
Oh, that's a real name?
Her real
Yeah.
name's Colby Jones.
Nicole.
Nicole.
What's her
B.
porn?
Jones.
What's her Pornhub name?
I searched under Jasmine Cashmere and a whole shitload came up.
Well, then it's Jasmine Cashmere.
Yeah, that's it. She's still over 100 films. She's putting that work in.
She got fat ass, big titties.
Yeah,
I gotta watch. I
Pull
gotta
it
look up.
up.
she didn't do it for me.
Yeah, no.
She didn't do it
Quickest
for
way
me.
to get banned off Twitch.
She didn't do
They
it.
can't
for
see
me.
it. You can't see it. Just in the background. What is that noise?
Demonetized.
No, but Douglas, so she's a born again Christian. Do you think there's a point that you can go too far that you can't come back?
Never.
No.
I mean,
I wouldn't say that.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with, for example, like if she stops being a porn star altogether, and then like went to church like a year or two, and then became a pastor.
Why? Why do you have to stop being a porn star?
Because you can't be a porn star and be a pastor.
I feel like
Why?
it's kind of hard to preach
It's
to the
for
sermon.
the
if you're-
same reason that
Getting them
I
cheeks
don't fuck with
clapped
that dude that's
kept
eating
doing
pussy and bragging about it. That pastor, that black pastor. I forget his name. You know what I'm talking? But you know what I'm talking about? The one that saw all over Facebook for eating pussy and they got his sex tape online.
I would go
I'm
to
like,
I didn't
his
see
church.
that one.
That's disgusting. You a pastor. You gotta look at kids on Sunday and preach the word of God.
Yeah, I feel like there is some
The whole
stipulations
world
when you
just-
go past it.
yeah,
There's
you know what I'm
things
saying?
you can't do.
So
But
again,
she's not doing any of that stuff anymore, right?
I don't know.
I'm
I mean,
sure she's doing
it's-
some behind closed doors, but
Well, everybody.
I don't
I
is.
would
think-
hope.
I don't
I would
think
hope
she's-
somebody putting that to work.
No, but I'm saying is that if she's born again, then if she's born again and a pastor, I don't see a problem with it because I've seen testimonies or I've heard testimonies of
Yeah,
women have been
people-
prostitutes and stuff like that, you know, and but
it's just hard because that like she got 100 videos online. Like people can.
It's hard because you're gonna be jerking off to her on Friday and then listening to her on Sunday.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
saying
Mhm.
like
yeah.
sounds
Shit.
like marriage to me.
that her church just might be popping just because people come to see her just sit in the back. Just
I mean,
Yes, Lord.
Why,
just
why do they
listen
got
to
to
that guy? He's got the Holy Spirit.
Who's coming up for prayer?
Why do
Who
they
needs-
gotta-
I need prayed for.
Why do
I
they
need
gotta sit
prayed.
in the back?
I
Put your
came,
hands
I'm
on
good.
me.
I'm good.
I need healing. Put your healing hands on me. In the name.
probably does get a lot of people in that.
Oh,
church,
that's
though.
hard. Like this. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know. It's a. I mean, it's like
Yo,
complete
it's like,
opposite spectrums.
It's kind of off topic, but you know how like they got them teachers that be going viral online because they got like fat asses and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've seen it.
I've seen
before.
there's a couple teachers that have gone viral because they got like fat asses and they.
I don't think intentionally. They just ended up.
No, they didn't go intentionally viral, but they went viral because somebody took a picture of them, and then parents got upset, and they were like, "How could we send our kids to school to this harlot looking like that?" You
Yeah,
know,
a
what I mean?
lot of
She
teachers
can't help it.
won't have
All I'm
Facebook
saying is,
pages
like,
because of that.
If my son's teacher looked like that, I'm going to every goddamn PTA meeting. Like I will.
Start
I
going
mean,
to class with them.
I
What
need
we
to
learned
request-
today, teacher?
I need to request a conference at 9:30 at my house on a Friday.
Facts. Can I get a tutor? Like this motherfucker can't
Yeah,
read.
man, if you
I
have
can
a-
read perfect, daddy. Shut the fuck up. You can't read.
Act like you stupid, man.
About to get you a new stepmom. But anyways, nah. Back on topic though. I mean, like for example, right? I think it's a beautiful thing, right? That like God can, you know, make out of nothing something glorious, right? So like for God to turn a porn star into a pastor, to me that's a work of art.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time though, you gotta look at it like, is this like legit? Is she really like, you know, how deep is her faith?
We can go to Chicago and find out.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
is that where she lives?
Yeah, she's passed in Chicago.
Middle T, that was a little stalkerish. You knew her real name.
you
I
didn't
live
know
in
where she
Chicago.
resides.
I read the story. Anybody else read it?
Nah, I just seen the titties and was like, I'm sharing to the group chat.
Shit, there's a synopsis. Shit.
I watched the video.
Fuck, give you guys cliff notes.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Look, all the shit that's going on in the Catholic Church, where you have pastors and doing things that they should not be doing.
What, you think she's gonna be sucking off some kids and shit?
No. I'm just saying. You said, well, she took her time and found God and stuff. These motherfuckers are in there preaching and shit and diddling little kids. You know, when the first one came out, and then it started snowballing. How high up does it reach? Like, and then how they tried to cover it up, and that's
Well, of course. That's
I mean,
a powerful.
That's every like religion, like or every church. Like,
it's. So I'm gonna say no, because you don't. Not every church is like the Catholic Church. Catholic Church, when you look at the money raised across the world, by far the Catholic Church exceeds all other religions when it comes to money raising. I mean,
what they got to do with her though?
no. You're saying
Look,
to go from a prostitute where she was doing nothing, or not a prostitute, an
Porn
adult
star.
film star. She wasn't doing anything illegal. I mean, maybe judgmentally in people's eyes, but she wasn't doing anything illegal.
Right.
So I don't think it should stop her from doing anything she wants to do in life. She doesn't have. She could still be doing porn.
Well, see, that's where. But
It would make me
I
go to
think
church.
there should be a line drawn in the sand there.
Yeah, I don't
but
think she can still be an adult film star and be a pastor. I don't
mean,
think those two things jive.
for me, right? Like as someone that used to be in church, I don't go to church now, right? But I still respect God. I still respect.
What religion were you raised in?
I mean, we were raised Pentecostal, so I mean that was like the extremist.
Do you
of
have a gift
extremists.
shop in your church?
No,
Catholic church is the only church I've ever been to where they had a fucking gift shop.
Yeah, that sounds like
Like-
blasphemy. That sounds like a turning. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Look,
religion in
look
the
across
marketplace.
where
Jesus
as
is
you've
king.
been growing up. Who has the
Shots
bingos?
at Kanye. Bang bang.
Who has bingos every Friday and Saturday nights? Catholic churches. You know, the huge masses.
What's Joel Osteen? He Catholic?
Gift shops.
No.
What
is it,
I don't know.
Be Christian.
I just know he be trying raking that money.
He put parentheses. I mean Christian, but I feel like if you got a mega
Christian.
church, you ain't Christian.
I feel like if you got a mega mansion, why you a pastor?
Like, you are not. God did not give you the pulpit so you could be rich, so you could drive around in fucking brand new Lexuses. Fucking have
some of your members from the church are trying to get.
Yeah.
I wonder how they're gonna get to church.
Yeah,
with the
living
You
car.
paycheck
remember?
to
You remember when that
paycheck,
hurricane
still
hit,
living with
and
them.
he didn't even want to open up his doors.
Yeah.
When that hurricane hit, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy.
And it's like, yo, like,
Ain't no man of God when you
yeah,
turn people
because
away.
the whole thing to Christianity is that it's supposed to be a loving religion. It's supposed to be about giving to your neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Turn the other cheek. Take your shirt off for your neighbor. All this other shit, like
Jasmine turned the other cheek.
Nah, she got both cheeks.
Mike. That's
Trust me,
not the appropriate time.
I saw the video.
Not the appropriate time.
She turned multiple.
But you
cheeks.
know what? If that's what you want to do, then go ahead. Tell us more. Take it to the next level.
So there is one thing that she excelled at.
Which was?
She can suck some dick.
No, it's just
She can preach a
they
good
all do
sermon.
that, but she was. I'd have to say every video I checked out of her ended in anal.
Oh, word.
Yeah, word.
That's another thing. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think about anal? You guys into that shit?
Not really. I'm not into that. Those big butts and shit. I'm just not. Now I ain't gonna lie. Best thing I ever had done to me was when the girl went, asked him out. That blew my mind. But I'm not. That's not something I search for. That's not something I was like. Oh yeah, I gotta hit that ass. No.
If the ass is fat, I got it.
I feel like it's a well, for me it's not my cup of tea, but it's like I said, it's a lot. I mean, it's something I might experiment with, but it's not my cup of tea.
When she
Yeah.
reaches behind, grabs it, and guides it into the ass, that's a whole other level
Yeah.
too.
See, my favorite type is nasty white girls, though.
What?
When
When
you're
she-
hitting it
she-
from behind,
Huh?
and she reaches back there and pulls it out, and then
Does it herself?
slides it into her ass herself.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Not reach around, just like with your ass.
No.
Oh, I was like, what? No.
Like, oh, what's going on? Mike, you trying to give us hints out here?
Pause.
No. But there ain't nothing wrong. If
Coming out like Eminem and
No,
Jordan.
no, I
you're
mean,
going
if-
to town and the girl's back there licking your ass, that's pretty good for you on too.
I mean, if that's what you're into, I'm cool. Yeah, I mean, I never had that shit. I don't want to know what it's like, and I mean, that's cool.
You're so
Did
young.
you hear that jointed track
Say
that
so.
dropped? What if Mike was gay?
I would,
Shout out to Joyner Lucas and Eminem.
I don't even think that track is released yet, but
Nah, but
there's a lot of leaks on it.
It's on YouTube.
I kind of
yeah.
There's a
shitted
lot
on
of
it
leaks.
last week, and I kind of feel bad now, like, because I don't really know the situation to the track and all that shit. But I mean, I don't know if it's coming from the right place. It don't seem like it to me.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like
But-
it's kind of like his. I'm not racist.
Oh,
like it's like
Kanye's
a,
new.
Concept type.
yeah, because Eminem spent his whole career bashing gay people.
But like,
You ever hear a rapper
He
called
bashed
Joyner Lucas?
everybody, yeah.
Yeah, but he had a strong prominence on bashing gay people.
yeah, and he said the F word like a lot.
Probably like every one of his songs.
What's wrong with fuck?
Huh? No,
What's
no,
that?
not that. The For like,
Faggot.
yeah. I don't really entertain that, so not my cup of tea.
I mean, I'm not. It's not something I say, but I mean, I don't want to treat it like it's like a Lord Voldemort. Like you can't say that.
I mean,
like
I just don't feel comfortable. I know it's offensive, so.
no, I know what you mean.
This is highly offensive.
Say it, Lewis. Say it.
Nah, it's hey, to each their own.
But I mean, if you hear the lyrics, it almost sounds like Eminem might be coming out a little bit, or maybe he lost somebody that was close to him that was gay.
I don't know. I guess I don't know. Maybe when they release it, they'll release more details. Right now, it's just a leak, so there's really.
I mean,
You don't ever see Eminem with any really females too, so.
He got a hot daughter though.
I mean, but it's not like he like, you know what I mean? It's his family.
I wasn't impressed with the chicken.
No?
Chicken did it was okay.
It was alright. I mean,
They ain't worth getting fucking stabbed over, motherfucker.
ain't nothing worth getting stabbed over.
Sure, there is some.
No,
There are
he-
things worth
I
getting
get-
stabbed over.
I ain't getting stabbed over nothing.
KFC, Burger King, Chick-fil-A.
Fast
Ain't no
food
food that
wise,
good.
No. But there are some things worth getting stabbed over, but that wasn't one. No one should be losing. How many deaths is accredited right now to fucking Popeye's chicken?
Just one, I think.
Yeah. No, I wasn't. I don't know, that was
Someone
another-
else
no,
died
that's
or something.
Did they?
I don't know if Steve died. I know there's been some fights contributed to it or
Yeah.
associated with it.
I mean, I know there's definitely a lot of fights, but I only heard of just like one stabbing, like and that was it. But
No one
I
should
mean,
be dying over fucking
nobody
Popeye's
should be
chicken.
done, but nobody should be cutting in line either. Like I feel like you should know how to move
What?
when you're in these kind of situations.
You can approach things differently. I mean, if someone cuts in line in front of you.
Excuse me, sir. Can you get back?
That's
Bro, I mean, sure, there is that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying
You can
that
even
the
come
guy
out.
was. I'm not saying that the guy was justified in stabbing a dude over a fucking cutting him in line for a chicken sandwich. That's not what I'm saying
just
at all.
start yelling. What the fuck are you doing?
But I definitely, I mean, I probably would have said something, and then depending on how he would reacted,
I
then
might've
it
stabbed
probably
Broke
was
out the
something.
knife.
Yeah, that's never my go-to at all.
I don't know. You cutting?
See, I'm cutting. Now what?
Yeah, we both cutting tonight. Keep playing.
Rules don't apply here.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that you gotta know how to move in certain areas, in certain environments, and
Well,
you
if a
gotta
guy
have certain
pulls a knife, you better
self-awareness.
fucking move.
Well, no, even
Then
before
again.
the fucking knife, you gotta know that if Popeyes is full as fuck, and everybody's trying to get this stupid ass goddamn chicken sandwich, and there's a long ass motherfucking line to get this
Don't
one
cut.
single chicken sandwich, don't cut in line, cause a motherfucker might stab you for it.
We were at the football
That's it.
game, and the lines were huge. Like there was no established line, so people just start butting. I know this one lady got mad. She ain't stabbed nobody though. She just cut back in front of him.
I'm pretty sure motherfuckers got stabbed over Jordans. I'm pretty sure motherfuckers got like waiting for some Jordans.
Lives over Jordan.
Yeah, over
Kids-
some
kids were walking
iPhones.
down their fucking street. And
So I mean, we can't
people
act
would
like.
roll up if you had Jordans on. You were getting your ass beat. And
But what I'm saying,
maybe
right?
worse
We can't
than
act
ever.
like it's just a Popeyes thing. Like shit happens. So what I'm saying is like motherfuckers gotta have self awareness and know how to move in certain environments. Like I'm not trying to victim blame. You know what I'm saying? Because the other guy, he's a fucking dipshit. He's gonna lose the rest
well,
of his
both,
life.
They both could have been
You know what I mean?
idiots.
Like for fucking stabbing somebody for a chicken sandwich. Like now you gotta go to jail.
I don't even think they caught
Like-
the dude yet.
Nah, they didn't. Not yet.
Not yet, but when they do,
Police said they hope they turns himself in. yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
the guy.
I
was the
stabbed him.
guy.
Come get me.
that man is eating chicken sandwich somewhere like, every day, just trying to new Popeyes.
So
They don't put no work in.
For real. Can
on
you just turn
Facebook.
yourself in, please? We don't want to work today.
y'all see that fucking meme going around with this little fucking cat?
Yeah.
Oh, for the football field?
No.
No,
Just
no,
like
no.
like you, some. It's I can't.
It's a
think
little
of what-
white cat sitting
Yeah.
there. That,
Like it's like they spell out a word or something and it says something and then the cat's like spelled this way or pronounced this way. Something.
yeah, it's
There's a whole bunch of random shit.
I didn't see it.
I think the other side is Cameron Diaz. I think.
No word.
I didn't see that. All I know is I mean, there's some fucking funny ones out there, but they showed they were talking about fucking Hillary, and there's one with the fucking Hillary Clinton sitting next to this fucking cat, and she's like,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
like, hello, and he's like, his response was, oh, I fucked up now. That and the AA Ron. Two chicks yelling at him. It's Aaron. He yells, it's AA Ron.
Speaking of Hillary though and that type of thing, there was a veteran that was on Fox News for an interview, and
Oh.
he was giving like a public service announcement about how trained dog, like if you're gonna get like one of the military dogs.
No,
or
that
canine
was
dogs.
the actual. That was the dog handler from that
Yeah.
raid.
Oh, yeah, you talking about the Navy SEAL? Man,
Yeah. So yeah, he was.
I've
yeah.
seen them commit suicide.
Yeah.
He shouted that at the end.
At the very end, he's all talking. They're all professionals. You know how the dogs are brought up, trained, what this dog was doing. You know, and right at the end, and you know they cut the interview, and the host is like, "Hey, thank you for coming on," and he's like, "No problem."
Let me give a PSA real quick.
Yeah.
If you can't handle these dogs, don't. And Epstein didn't kill himself.
Epstein didn't kill himself. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Damn, you-
The host started laughing. That was just
He's like, shit, they
had
called
nothing-
us.
had nothing to say.
He's like, well, maybe more on that later.
Should have been on time delay.
Yeah.
That's the other thing going around is the Epstein didn't kill himself.
Yo, every meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, what if
Literally
Epstein
every
is
meme.
alive somewhere, like reading these memes?
That motherfucker's
He probably
dead.
creating them.
That motherfucker committed suicide. And you know who's the most surprised over that? Him. Because he definitely didn't wake up that morning thinking he was going to kill himself.
Oh no, he don't know himself too well.
I don't think I want to do this, guys. Stop. I don't think I want to do this.
I don't want to die.
I don't know.
Snap. That is, that would suck. Like getting choked or drowning would probably be like one of the worst ways to go for me. I mean,
thinking
besides like
drowning.
what would be like the worst way for you guys to go out? Do you think?
I think probably drowning is probably the worst one. Because there ain't shit you can do if you're drowning.
Death by teabag.
How do you die by teabag?
If you're with a... Yeah. Don't make me explain it.
I feel like you have to because
Yeah, you gotta
nobody,
do it. I'm not
nobody
doing it.
knows how you get death by teabag.
I mean, if you're all fucked up, you decide to teabag someone and pass out on top of them, wake up 2 hours later, they're dead. Try to explain that to the fucking coroner.
I just now that I'm thinking
Yeah,
at
for
all.
me either. I just was imagining
Yeah.
somebody getting teabagged over and over again.
I thought
They
Mike was
died.
about to say he was about to suck some trans dick. I was like, what?
How do you go to teabagging a trans dick?
I mean, you're
Why you
talking
gotta
about
be a trans
how,
dick?
how else are you dying?
Right
I mean,
away,
you
you
choking
just
on
went
something.
trans. What?
He's not
You
even-
choking on
Does it
something.
have to be a trans
He
dick?
ain't mad about the dick. He's mad about the trans.
Yeah. At least
Had it
put me
been a
with a
regular
dick.
man.
Damn, put me with a trans.
And you trans black.
Yo, lead us into the next segue.
I don't know. I didn't
That
even,
first one took way too long.
that was more than one though. I didn't know how to segue that. we just gonna start fresh. LeBron James expands his I Promise school to include housing for at-risk youth.
Hey, probably
And
got
their
more
families.
tax breaks.
That's how you segue it. Trans.
Trans. Talk about transgender.
Transitional housing.
Let's go with transitional housing.
No, but I mean, it's a,
LeBron James.
Bunch of
something like,
homophobic motherfuckers.
y'all niggas need to stop.
stop putting me in that category. Just because I showed my dick in the middle of a game.
What?
Yeah.
You hear about that?
Nah.
Wait, what
It was
happened?
on.
I
think it was last year, but he
LeBron
was,
showed his dick in the middle of a game.
he
so
was
he's
like
proud of
readjusting
it.
his shorts.
So he's
and-
proud of it. Let it.
I mean, he didn't do it on purpose, but
Let
it was on national TV. He was like trying to fix his shorts.
As long
And
as
camera
he-
was just, camera's just focused right there.
As long as he wasn't little black.
I don't know.
I don't remember that. What did they say about it? Though? I can't remember.
I don't remember exactly, but
Free,
Let's not talk about that on this
Yeah.
podcast.
Free Willy.
nah, but it is dope though. It's a dope concept that he opened up the school for
That's
at
fucked up. We start talking about LeBron's accomplishments. Like, oh yeah, transitional houses for fuck, and then just LeBron his dick last year. Popped out.
I mean, so something that might be an accomplishment. It might. I don't know. I
Sorry.
didn't see it.
Sorry.
only on
LeBron.
only on highly offensive.
Sorry, LeBron. Could be worse, bro.
Yeah, but no,
You
he is.
could be getting teabagged by a transgender dude or woman, whatever.
Oh, but so I don't remember. He
Or
opened like
they
what,
or
a year or
them.
two ago, and he has like 250 to 300 students at the
And-
school, and now he's offering housing.
Yeah, and I hear
To-
they're doing that. They got high marks and everything. Like they're
Yeah, they are.
they're
Good.
excelling.
Hey, talk to me when he's at Oprah's level, okay?
I think he'll be there one day. Yeah,
Listen,
I think he'll
mean,
definitely be there.
Oprah couldn't dunk for shit. So like, I
Yeah,
don't want to hear
she
it.
ain't at her. She ain't at his level.
Take a look at that ass. You know damn well she dunking some fucking cookies.
I ain't never looked.
Dunkin'
I never
cookies,
looked at
like-
her
Cookies,
ass.
donuts,
Yeah,
and
I-
everything else.
I feel like that's never one
She
person
can
I would
dump.
ever.
She's like
No offense to her.
a
I
nice
just-
mom. Like,
Yeah, she's like just somebody you wouldn't look at, like
Oprah?
somebody's grandma. Yeah,
never in my life.
Disrespect
She's
to
like, she's
LeBron
like a
James.
mom or like a young grandma or something.
yeah.
That's how I see it.
I mean, I
$2
guess
million.
million. You
we
wouldn't
are a
bang
little
her?
younger though.
Would I bang her for $2 million?
Yeah.
I would. 2 million.
Would you?
Yeah. 2 million, bro.
Yo, why is every conversation leading to?
To be honest, 50
clapping
bucks.
some
50
cheeks?
bucks in a pack of
We some
cigarettes, I'm
prostitute
tapping
ass
that
motherfuckers in this bitch.
ass. 50
It don't
bucks in
matter
a
what-
pack of
it don't matter what we
cigarettes,
start
I'm
out
banging that ass. I'm tapping it.
What's your price tag? Who you
Ev-
fucking?
Everyone got a price.
Mine just ain't $2 million.
Bro,
Okay.
2
Still
million
higher than 2 million.
for one fuck?
She a
$2 million
billionaire.
cash sitting
2
right
billion?
there
Well,
on
let
the
me-
table.
let
No, I'm saying she's a
let me-
billionaire though.
Let me
No,
clear that up.
2
If
million.
I ain't saying we got to film it.
Let me clear that up.
Bro,
If
you
I-
work
Let
for-
me clear that up. If I have a girlfriend, I say if I have a girlfriend, and she offered me $2 million, I would not. I would say no.
Oh.
For Oprah?
Yeah, for anybody. If Tony had a wife,
Your wife
been
would
offered
beat the shit out of you
$2
if you
million.
didn't
No.
bang.
We're-
Because if she was
yeah.
offered something like for like Channing Tatum,
This
like
is hypotheticals. We don't
wait,
bring
wait.
I'm
real.
saying if he did, if
I'm,
he did,
I'm saying like for hypotheticals. You know,
Middle
like,
T, let me ask you this: if I went to your wife right now and said, "Yo, Oprah Winfrey just offered Tony $2 million to
I
bang,"
said go for it.
yeah, she probably would.
damn right, she
She's like,
better.
bring that money home, daddy.
Go get it, Tiger.
But to be honest, I'm gonna go to her and say it was $1 million because I'm gonna have to take a finder's fee.
Yeah, right. Get that half.
I don't know about million, but I'll give you something.
Lewis, that was a nice cover up.
All right, we ain't even talked about it yet, but no, he LeBron James. Speaking of him, he's providing transitional housing. So
God damn.
I
All
know.
this nastiness and just
every conversation is leading to clapping cheeks. We can't stay on topic.
some perverted ass motherfuckers in this bitch.
But so his
Yes.
his goal though is just that if you can't if you can't concentrate at home, or you got like bears at home, no heat, like how you're not gonna be able to focus on school.
That's true.
So being able to have a house that has heat, not in a bad area where you can focus on just other things that aren't a bad
what is it by
environment.
transitional though? Like
So it's not permanent
Exactly.
housing, but it's while they're there and getting
While they're in
education and
school,
everything. Yeah,
oh, okay. But it's full year,
yeah.
but not like during the summer or anything like that, right?
I
No, they
don't
gotta
know
live
the
in the
specifics.
streets in the summer.
Hmm?
It's warm outside. They gotta live in the streets
Yeah,
in the summer.
I don't know
They
the
got their
specifics,
housing
but
when it's
All
cold.
right. See you next fall. Yeah.
John, see us.
Come back in September.
Hopefully you make it to us.
LeBron James makes 12,000 kids homeless for the
Yeah.
summer.
I wouldn't be
He's
surprised.
taking in the whole families too, though. Like the whole family.
whole family?
Yeah,
That's
not
crazy.
just
LeBron.
LeBron.
Yeah, but you
But I mean,
That's
that's
a
what-
man, bro.
Bro, when it
Man.
comes to being a role model, bro, LeBron is the GOAT. Like,
Yeah.
that motherfucker, like, he
Just not on
handles.
the court.
But you know, like, it kind of weirds me out though. Like, I don't think I've ever said this before. Like, but like,
Yeah, I know he's
get
thinking it's
ready
about to
for
be
this.
something gay.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You never said this before. Go ahead.
why gotta be something gay? Like,
No. I'm not going that way. That's you. He's going that way. Go ahead. Say
so
it.
like,
Nah, I know what's going through his mind. That's what he was thinking.
It reminded me of some in Westworld, right? Like in The Man in Black, like how the Man in Black in Westworld, like Westworld's his escape. That's the only place he gets to be his true self. But in the real
Fucking
world,
psychopath.
he's like the most charitable motherfucker, like always donating and just like, you know what I'm saying? Like
So
the epitome
you're
of
saying
it.
that LeBron's being fake?
I wonder if LeBron is the Man in Black. Like if like
You say he's fake?
I don't know if fake is the right word.
Let's clarify here. So
Yeah,
he's
I'm
fake.
trying to
I just I'm,
I mean, maybe
So,
it's like a Dr.
see
Jekyll
him
and
as a
Hyde situation. I don't know.
asshole in the court. But
what
off the
you
court.
mean by that though? Like
Is he
like
fake?
behind- Yeah, like I see you beating around the bush and everything.
It's LeBron James I'm talking about. Of course I'm beating around the bush. But, you know
You're
what I'm
not
saying?
afraid
Like,
of Hillary, but you're afraid of LeBron.
no, I have respect for LeBron. I just don't have respect for Hillary.
Oh.
Makes sense.
Jay Kush said that.
They kush.
You're the one that talks shit about her all the time. Like,
I say nothing but nice things. I already told you I'd bang her. I would, Hillary. Give me a call. I wouldn't even charge you.
I was gonna say something,
That's
but it
not
was an
true.
off-camera conversation, so
I
I'm
would
not
charge.
gonna bring it.
I would
into
charge
it.
you for the condom.
But back to the original topic.
Magnum.
Like, no, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, bro. it's fucking amazing that LeBron James is doing this. And I'm not trying to shit on it by any means. This is one of those things, like a random thought that came into my fucking head because I'm a fucking crazy psychopath that happens to think crazy shit sometimes.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So, that was just a thought. What if LeBron does all this good guy shit? Because secretly, he's a whole
fucking
other
psychopath.
person? Makes me wonder. I don't know. I'm not trying to spread that narrative. It's just a crazy thought of the crazy high, psychopathic guy.
What if
But-
when we do something good, we're saying we're doing it because subconsciously we know that we're bad?
We are a little fucked up.
I think everybody got their vices.
Oh, I know I'm fucked up, and I'm just out in the open with it. Like I just learned to embrace it and not like let it be like a weakness. Like that way, nobody can use that against me. Oh, you a piece of shit. Yeah, I know. Like,
Let me tell you about the things I did, bitch.
thank you.
Yeah, let me tell you about the shit that you don't know about. Let me make sure you're judging me right.
Bitch, I'm a legend in these streets. Fuck
Speaking,
what you heard.
speaking of basketball players, though, and doing things, we got
KD.
Kevin Durant.
Yo, man,
And
your
messenger.
segue game. We needed this.
I'm on
'cause
fire.
Last week, yo, Lewis segue game was fucking trash.
Dang. Dang, bro.
Shit.
Did he message you? or
Get the
just
fuck
like-
out the room,
like one of
Lewis.
those things?
You ain't shit.
This is my last podcast. Just saying, throw it out
Be-
there. It was nice
Be-
seeing you guys. Nice seeing you guys.
You being here is faker than LeBron doing the I promise for good faith.
I'm looking at the camera now, and all I'm seeing is the
Nice
back of
seeing
your
you
head
guys.
anyway, so
The
shit.
journey was nice.
It looks good. Look at the back of his head on there. Look at that.
That's my best attribute. Like my head.
The back of
Yeah,
your
you don't
head?
want to see his face.
Yeah, right.
The back of your head is your best attribute.
Yeah, back of my head, man.
Can I ask you a question?
Lewis would have been like,
Besides
fucking-
people standing behind you in line, how many people have seen the back of your head?
I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty good fade,
Oh,
though.
nah, I think that's a trick question. I'm gonna say pause
What's this pause shit?
and then throw it away, huh?
It's like a time back. Like,
Yeah,
I
it means
need
like,
more
hold up.
time to think about it.
Pause.
No, but Kevin Durant, and I don't even know how far deep we can look into it, because really all he did was just like a picture of Sensei.
That's exactly what I was telling Lewis. Like,
So
I'm
I don't
just
know if
like,
that really means that you're going after somebody.
He ain't got a shot. I mean, I don't think he has a shot, yo.
Bro, it's Kevin Durant. Don't be disrespectful.
Why? Is she single?
Yo, that little skinny, little toothpick, huh?
Is she
Bro,
single?
that bank account ain't
Oh,
skinny.
oh yeah.
Like, it ain't like that.
Is she over the age of 21?
Yeah, she
Well,
just got a
man.
relationship with Joe Budden,
Joe Budden, the rapper. She just.
So I'm
got something.
thinking-
ex-rapper.
So-
You can't
so-
say
so-
Kevin
let's-
Durant doesn't
let's-
have a chance.
Let's give this context, right? Because Mike doesn't know Joe Budden. He doesn't
Yeah.
know that we're fans of the Joe Budden podcast
Yeah.
and all that other stuff.
Shout out to JVP.
So, you
Joe
know,
Budden.
Joe Budden.
Joe Budden, underground
Shout
rapper for a bunch of years. You know, he's lyrical as fuck. You know, has his hit podcast.
Is this who you're going down to see in Baltimore?
Well, I was going to, but then it sold out, and yeah. But essentially,
But if you're watching, you can get his tickets.
yeah, well, I wish.
VIP.
'Cause-
So he was banging this sign
No.
Santana?
yeah, that's
That
that's
was
his
his-
mom. That's big
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah, his fiance for a while.
He was it was his fiance, but stuff
Had a kid.
happened, didn't
She-
work out.
What's she look like?
You can watch Love and Hip Hop. You'll find out what happened.
Love and hip hop?
She's sexy as fuck, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
So why,
Yeah.
how can you say Kevin Durant doesn't have a chance?
I didn't say Kevin Durant. He said that. I'm saying
Because
that's-
Kevin Durant's skinny as heck. I don't think he has a chance. He ain't never got a shape.
Just
bro.
because you're
His-
skinny?
Bro.
You got a chance because you're skinny?
No, bro,
Bruh.
bro.
Why are you hating on
It's
skinny
Kevin
guys?
Durant.
I'm not hating on skinny guys, huh?
Kevin Durant, bro. Like,
Kevin Durant, well, I would say Joe Budden's emotional, and so is Kevin Durant. So
Yo.
she might have a chance. Or he might have-
Yo. I think anybody with fucking $300 and a fucking Ferrari and has a chance. with
$300 in a Ferrari.
that. Yeah.
Damn, you just completely undersold her. That's so disrespectful.
That's no. I'm just saying, she look a little cheap.
Yeah.
Look at
Joe Budden, I would be the
Look-
first to say.
Look at that
You're
hair.
not
in the
associated with that.
And since Santana,
That hair.
I'm
hasn't
gonna be
been
the
done in a
first to
while.
say that.
You
I
undersold her.
did
No,
not
no.
say
She just look cheap.
Those
Mike's
titties-
thoughts are his and his alone.
Nah, I share them. Those titties are fake.
God, they don't look fake.
Look at that ass. That's a fake ass on her too.
Ain't-
Jesus,
Whoa!
man.
Scroll down. You're scrolling too
Oh, my
fast. Hold on. Scroll down right. Next
I did
one.
not expect this
Next
to go
one.
this
Oh.
way.
Look at this. Look the picture on the right. That's a fake.
You just
ass
hate
and
big
fake
titties and big asses.
Yeah, I don't. That's not for me.
But
How
to
many
say that
fucking-
it's
you?
fake to say that it's
I feel-
fake
yeah.
and that she looks.
That's
Bitch,
what
how
my
many
face would be.
cheetahs died making that fucking outfit?
What does it have to do with her? Never mind.
Because I'm an animal rights activist. How many cheetahs died making that outfit?
That
At
didn't-
least 4.
You hadn't seen that when you said that she was cheap.
I ain't saying I wouldn't hit it. It's just not for me. I wouldn't spend money to hit it.
Again, Joe Budden.
Kevin Durant can get.
I apologize for.
And you said she's skinny? Or he's skinny?
No, he's scared.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
You know
But
Kevin
no,
Durant is?
She outweighs him.
So it's. Yeah. God damn, Mike.
What?
God
If you
damn.
can't handle the truth, don't ask the question.
I don't think
Kevin
that
Durant can get
I don't
that.
think that was the question.
Kevin Durant can get that. But why would he want
Probably
to?
because it's Kevin Durant. God damn, you on a roll, huh?
But why would he want to?
Oh, the disrespect is real.
What's her real name?
Bruh.
Because her parents didn't name her CYN. Either that or they didn't have a fucking
Cynthia.
spell.
Probably. You know what I mean?
Cynthia, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so is that the cool thing to do? Just shorten up the name?
I'm
It's
glad
always
we.
been the cool
I'm
thing.
glad we
What's
don't
your-
have a hit.
Michael-
What's your, I was gonna say, what's your real name, Mike? What's your full name?
If anything, I'm glad we don't have a hit podcast as of right now because we're gonna be so fucked.
Why?
If we did.
Cause
Bro,
Joe Budden
Joe-
gonna pull
Joe-
up.
Bro,
Joe
yeah,
Budden
if
has
you
a
knew-
Joe Budden has the biggest podcast, so he probably
Yeah.
throws under the bus real quick.
Bro,
Well,
like,
let him
and-
throw us
and
under
not
the
to
bus
mention-
then. Don't be such a pussy. Call me at home. Come on, Joe.
Yeah, you better check
Think
Joe's
about it.
history.
What's his history? He's a tough guy. Banging a big girl who likes fucking cheetahs.
Define big girl.
Yo, for us.
Sis
'cause I-
Santana
that
is not
picture-
a big girl.
She thick.
She's thick
She's
and fine
big.
as fuck.
Shit,
Like,
we gotta.
no
agree
disrespect to,
disagree. we gotta agree to disagree. She ain't fine as fuck.
What?
There's like 5 pictures in there. Her hair ain't even fucking done. You can't tell me she's fine as fuck. She got big ass.
You're alone
titties
on this one, Mike.
And a
You
big
are
ass
alone.
fat ass. No,
you are alone on that.
I'm fine.
Like,
You think this is the first time one of my opinions has been alone?
no, it's not.
No.
It's not.
That's 90% of the time here.
But this is. I did not expect it to go like this.
Nah. You guys are arguing. Is Kevin Durant skinnier? No.
No, what,
that's
what,
not
what I
right.
think is
Kevin
what I think
Durant
is
got
before we got to this.
She don't
whole-
strike me as somebody that's after someone just for looks. She's a gold digger.
Just
label Durant.
Yeah.
Bro, how many shots has he
All right,
taken
yeah.
at Santana?
We gotta move on.
Well,
to
I
this
wouldn't
one.
say she's a gold digger. She left Joe Budden. Joe Budden's a millionaire. So.
Yeah. All right, hey, we gotta move on.
She's a gold digger.
No, no.
Yeah, we
got a baby
We
to
cannot
Joe
move
Budden.
on. We cannot move on
Does she have a baby to
because
Joe
we
Budden?
have yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
That means she getting paid.
probably
She already get paid.
Damn.
probably a good amount of
Bitch, you
money.
gonna go? She'd be like,
He's giving
I
her
got
that DJ
I
Envy
got a
treatment.
kid over here with this guy. I can go look for somebody else that's rich. Have pop out another kid. She could pop out 4 kids. Those are childbearing hips she got. She could, on her frame.
This is why
she
people don't
could
fuck with
carry-
Republicans.
She could carry fucking 6 kids at once. Think about it. With those titties, she could feed 8 at once.
Is that a bad thing?
If she was here, I'm pretty
And
sure
I
she
pity
would
the fucking
smack
cheetah
the
population.
shit out of you.
I pity the cheetah population because she gets pregnant with another kid and has to fucking upgrade that fucking cheetah bikini. 3 more cheetahs gonna die.
Yeah.
Right now, 4 died. 3 more gonna die to cover those tits.
Joe Budden,
I
I'm
was
so
waiting-
sorry.
You guys are
Had I
talking like
known.
this chick was fucking smoking hot, and you put her up on the TV. She is, to me, she's not smoking hot.
Listen, I'm not. I didn't
The
say she
bitch's
was
fucking hips are this wide.
because she has a fat ass.
I'm just
But
saying
isn't-
hips.
But aren't big hips good and little waist, big hips? No.
No,
Hourglass
not like
figure.
that.
Huh?
She's not that big. No, Kim Kardashian. That's extreme.
That's-
Yeah, that's extreme.
That was beautiful.
Kim does good.
Is that
Say
beautiful?
what's beautiful? Blind motherfuckers.
No,
We better
No,
jump
no.
over to Keanu Reeves. Pull that
That's
chick
not no,
up.
because that's not any better. That now,
that
if
chick
you
is ugly
want
as
to talk
shit.
about somebody not looking the greatest,
Yeah.
Alexander
I
Grant?
think
you
that
see
picture.
her?
Yeah.
he goes out on the first carpet with a lady for like 35 years that he's been in there, and it's with a 46-year-old
It's not true.
because
Yeah, she don't understand.
not
I thought she was like 75.
She
You
like
read the
Cruella.
Bruh.
read the backstory. You know the backstory on the Keanu Reeves.
yeah, a little bit about his wife dying.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I always heard like that he was gay for 2, but that, I don't know. I don't really know much about Keanu Reeves
Don't
because
change the fact that he still didn't come on anybody for like 35 years.
Huh?
He was never romantic or never was out in public in a public event like that with.
but
Yeah, for
do
the,
you
last
think
romantic, yeah.
for the last 13 years, he's 12, 13. I'm not going to quote a number, but I'm pretty sure his wife died, suffered from cancer, died, and he went into a deep depression.
Mm.
Pretty much, he just shut himself out. If you run across Keanu Reeves in New York, he's the nicest guy that you're going to run across. Down to earth, helps people out.
Mm.
There was also a story there where, I guess about 6 months ago, they were coming back from somewhere and their plane broke down. So the whole fucking plane was stranded at the airport. I think it was right around the holiday. And he went and rented a bus and drove everybody to their destination. But anyway, to get back to, he lost his wife. Once that happened, he dropped into a deep depression where he would work and he would stay at home. He's not one of those guys that talks about his personal life. He just shuts people out. And he won't discuss. He goes on a talk show. He won't discuss what's going on in his personal life. I respect that. I do. Because a lot of times we look at these people as they're different than us. And the only thing that they're different in us, because they still get up, go to work, and do things, is the amount of money that they make and the scrutiny that they're under. You know, we can sit here on this podcast, say all kinds of stupid shit.
Like since Santana's fat and all that stuff.
Nah, I said she ain't good looking. And she's wide. I didn't call her fat.
I mean,
She's just wide. She's not my type.
Shit, she's big.
Yeah, you
But-
said, is she skinny? So I think that
Nah,
kind of
four
implies that.
four cheetahs have died for this bikini.
Yeah, to cover those massive fake titties.
But anyways,
But anyway,
back to Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. They're making a big deal because he finally is standing there on the red carpet with somebody holding hands. It's not even confirmed that they're dating or anything. Like, they're just holding hands. They could be best friends. Who knows?
No, it's confirmed that they're romantically involved.
Yeah, because they've been together for like a couple years, right? Like 3 years or some shit.
I
So,
don't know. I don't
who
know how many they
confirmed
were.
it? It wasn't him. It wasn't her.
It's confirmed.
By who?
I think in the article it did say they were
Yeah.
together though.
Yeah. People are gonna write what they're gonna write. But what I'm
That's
saying
I
is,
mean, you don't
Yeah.
walk around. You don't walk around a public event.
Nah. Like show up with somebody like
Yeah.
that. And,
but why is it such a big deal?
well,
It's
because
not a
Keanu
big deal.
Reeves. Because Keanu Reeves has been so isolated for
Yeah.
so long that people are like there's a running joke about how Keanu Reeves, you know, he would never be a Me Too, what's it called, like someone that called
Activist.
No, not an activist, but
Caught in the misconduct.
yeah,
allegations,
like a
right.
scandal
okay.
because
He
he's
always holds his
just
hand back.
he
And
always
stuff
holds
like that.
in the pictures, he's never
Yep.
like touching the women and all that other stuff. So like there was all this,
He's built walls. Yeah.
this mystery around him, right?
Not like a Joe Biden kissing everybody.
but I mean,
Or,
or
grabbing them by the
Trump.
pussy. Yeah.
But anyways, so like for me, it's a beautiful thing, right? If Keanu Reeves got somebody that he found happiness with as his homemate, whatever the fuck, it's a great thing.
Yeah, that's dope.
Is fucked up that the optics of it is Keanu Reeves bring somebody for the first time and
Oh my
who's
God,
this-
they're holding hands.
who's this old lady up here?
Yeah.
Like,
That's the first thing I did
Yeah.
think of. For real. I was like, damn, he could do so much better.
Yo, that's
but-
what I'm saying. Yo, this guy is the fucking Neo. Yo, he the one.
Well, so hold on a second. Hold on.
I
See,
know.
I get it.
That's my
You stand
first
there and
thought.
you say,
but
yeah,
you think Keanu Reeves gives a fuck about that shit?
but you're
No,
not
he
the
don't care.
only one
No.
that looked at
Who
that
gonna say
and
something?
thought that.
He'll chop him.
And that's what's fucking wrong with society. Is when you judge just based on looks. When you judge somebody strictly 100% based on looks, you're gonna get a wrong fucking picture 95% of the time.
Like calling somebody a gold digger that you. I mean, I'm just saying.
That's
She's
true.
a
Yeah.
gold All those pictures prove she's a gold digger.
No, but that was my first
And I
thought.
wasn't
But
thrown
I'm
off
happy
one
that
picture.
he's out there with somebody.
Yeah, no, it's definitely good. It's just
He's one of like the good guys. Like
she
like
looks
Paul
75.
Walker.
That was just
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
She don't look
Rest in peace,
46.
Paul Walker.
yeah.
Another dude that, you know,
Like he's never out with anybody. I
No,
don't think
he
I've seen.
kind of kept to himself and raised his daughter, and I mean,
Yeah, I kind of miss those times, like right, and this is a good segue for the next topic. You know, I'm kind of a little skipping around and shit, but like I feel like celebrities should just shut the fuck up and not let us know about what goes on in their lives, right?
What is?
Like I miss the old days when celebrities didn't have social media, so we didn't have access to them, so we didn't try to talk to them and try to find out like what are their little habits are like.
Would Paris Hilton have been
hymen
famous
checks
20
on your
years
daughter?
ago? Oh, that was fucked. Yeah, I saw that.
You see that shit?
But Paris Hilton, would she have been famous 20 years ago?
Probably.
I feel like she
Damn.
was famous 20 years ago.
Yeah, she ain't famous now for sure.
No,
I
but
know.
but what I'm saying is, without social media, would Paris Hilton be famous?
I don't think Paris Hilton got famous through social media.
Yeah, I think she was before social media time.
Yeah.
Before when she was.
No.
See,
Yeah.
All her shit went when her fucking sex video went viral, and
Yeah, that
All
didn't
her
go
fucking
viral.
Yeah.
That was pre-viral. That was fucking like when you still were on FrostWire downloading music.
no.
Fuck yeah. Like that bitch is old. She's been around the block for a minute. Like
How old is
nobody
Paris
gives a
Hilton?
fuck about
She's
Paris
like
Hilton
in her 40s
anymore.
Probably.
No,
Early
she's not
40s.
that old. No, well, maybe because she's Kim
been-
Kardashian's best friend. Well, they used to be best friends.
Oh, then probably
But-
like late 30s then. Mid-30s.
But
38 years old. She's
All right.
38.
So 20 years ago, when she was 18.
Yeah, that's
Right.
before social
that's
media.
probably when the only time motherfuckers gave a fuck about
No,
her.
Yeah.
When
you
she went- when she had that fresh
MySpace
box.
and you had
Not 20 years ago. MySpace was like 2008.
Yeah, because 20 years ago, I'd have been 7. We
how
didn't
old do you
even
think
have dial-up.
Facebook is?
Yeah,
Facebook?
it's like 2009,
11 years
2008.
old or something like that.
Huh?
Like 2008, 2009. Or 2007. Somewhere around there.
Yeah, it's no, it's
But it
not,
didn't start getting popular until probably like, at least like, I would say 2010 or so around there.
Well, I know I was using Facebook in 06 when I was in the Navy, but it wasn't popping at all. I was more on MySpace.
Yeah, it wasn't popular
I'd
until.
probably say like 08 because I would say 2010 was when we graduated. Say 2 years before then, because I remember
Yeah.
having Facebook in high school, so I was 2 years before then. But MySpace,
Right.
it was out a couple years before Facebook came out, but it wasn't as popping, not for me at least.
MySpace?
Mhm.
MySpace was popping. That was the place to go.
And maybe I just didn't have friends.
Yeah.
It's like,
Bro, you know how many chicks I was bagging on MySpace back in the day?
MySpace, you could customize it, put a song on so people come to your page. They get to listen to the music.
whole little website.
Yo, for it was.
Mm-hmm.
It was definitely, it was up there for a little bit, but yeah, Facebook just took over.
You remember that game we used to play all the time, Oil Fight?
Why is
Yeah.
Paris Hilton? You're missing the point. Why is Paris Hilton famous?
Her dad?
She's famous for her porn videos. Not porn videos, but with like the sex tape videos.
Yeah, the shit that. So the paparazzi following her around because you had all those people that wanted to hang with her when she was the it person. Like, but what has she done? If you take away the social
Oh,
media,
yeah, she's not famous for
and
any
the
specific reason.
paparazzi, what the fuck is she famous for other than sucking dick?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know anything she owns or is involved in, or I don't think she's a model. She don't look like a model.
She was.
Was
She don't
she?
have money because of her
I don't
family,
know.
but
They got the ugly people.
that's how some people segue though. Their family has money and then they get into the limelight because of that.
And then if
But-
you're rich or other
She has a
friends.
sister,
Yeah.
you know that, right?
What happened?
Paris has a sister.
Yeah.
She didn't do a sex tape.
What's her sister's name?
I don't
Nikki.
remember, but no, I
You
gave
said
a
Nikki?
Nicole.
Oh,
Hilton.
She actually
She
like
might
hotter.
have
oh
her
that's
siblings,
what she Hilton Hotels. Her father owns
Mm.
Hilton Hotels.
Yeah.
It didn't dawn me till now. I was thinking about it.
Banger is back to the topic that Mike had ruined.
Yeah.
What do you think about T.I.'s gyno checks on his daughter?
I feel like that's way too
That's
far.
just fucking weird.
Yeah. You
I wouldn't say it's weird necessarily.
don't think it's weird?
MySpace launched
That's the-
in 2000.
I know.
Bruh.
Let me
Clarify for
Explain
the
the
female
context
audience.
Let me context to it because y'all don't know. Let me talk.
No, that's not weird, Lewis.
It's weird that she's 18. I don't think would I personally do it? No. Period. Now, do I think it's weird that he does it? Like he did it. Period. I don't think it's weird. Like he's an overprotective dad, and
I feel like there's
overbearing.
lines though that you shouldn't cross.
No, I get it. I don't think it's weird though.
That's a big fucking lie.
Yeah, what if like when we came back home, let's say
I wouldn't do
you
that.
know,
That's weird.
you were back in high school and you snuck out with somebody. You came back,
Facebook 2004.
and mom would have been like, "Yo, let me smell your dick.
Time for?
2004.
I want to make sure you wasn't fucking. Let me smell your dick."
No, that's weird.
Exactly.
Didn't really get
But he
popular.
said it's not for
No,
JJ.
no, he didn't. He didn't.
Let me check your hymen. I don't know
But-
if that's any better.
I mean, asking a
That's a doctor
doctor,
check your hymen.
asking a
Yeah, and
doctor
then
to
let me be there and ask the doctor to tell me whether your hymen's intact
Can
or
they
not.
tell him for the? Cause
No,
it-
that's a
that
HIPAA violation.
Yeah.
You're supposed
That's
to be
why
able to tell that.
I think either A,
He
the
bought a
doctor's
doctor.
lying
He
to
bought a
Ti,
doctor.
Or
and
he's
just telling him like whatever to keep him happy, and the girl's actually doing whatever the fuck she wants. Or B, Ti just said this to go viral for whatever fucking reason. He just wanted this kind of publicity because
he has been popping up in the news a lot more lately, though.
why the fuck in
You gotta come up
2019
with something else other than fucking pop in the fucking.
would
That's
you
crazy.
say some wild shit like you force your 18-year-old daughter
With
to
the
go
Me
to
Too movement and
Yeah.
the whole, not just that, but like the woman empowerment
I know.
era and stuff.
Because
Not a good time.
me personally, like, I'm gonna let her mom. My daughter, I'm gonna let her mom go to those type of things.
Yeah.
I don't need to be there for that.
I feel like if I
What
would,
if your wife's not around?
Then I'll sit outside. I don't need to know. I'm not going in the room and asking what the is her hymen intact, doctor.
You would not be in the. Oh, I thought you meant like taking her for
her
checkups and stuff like that. I'm not saying you're gonna fucking check. I'm saying if your wife's not around, there's things.
Oh
you're
no, I'll
gonna
take
do
her to the
step up
appointments.
and-
Yeah, I'll take her to the appointment. I'm just. I don't need to be in the room.
I mean,
and-
I would hope that like me, if I was a dad, I would establish a relationship with my daughter where
she would be comfortable.
telling me stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like not that I want to know, but like shut the fuck up.
I was
but-
just gonna say you don't want to.
No, yeah, not that I would want to know, but like if she was like, "Hey, I want to talk to you about something or about protection or stuff like that," like because
Yeah.
when you isolate your kids like that, then
They don't want to. They
Yeah,
don't want
she-
to come to you. I don't.
Bruh, that girl's gonna turn into a fucking freak.
you think so?
Hell yeah. Oh, it's like them church girls.
Yeah.
When you
Damn
repress them
Catholic
for so
girls.
long, and then all of a sudden they get that taste of freedom,
Taste the dick. That's
Bruh.
all they want.
and not just that, but like I mean, it's
But it's just
2019. Like the fucking porn that's out there, you're gonna see so much shit, and
She's probably honestly already, possibly already had sex already, so
You know what the
I
best
don't
birth
know.
control is, right?
not having sex,
anal.
Anal. Exactly right.
I mean, not
A
having
for
sex.
effort. No, the big A. Not
Abstinence, yeah.
abstinence.
No, because
Anal.
if it comes out, drips in,
We are the
da-da-da-da.
members. We are the
Yeah,
members.
yo, yeah. Can you imagine? How
You
get
know the
pregnant?
big A.
I got some ass
Anal.
covered.
No, abstinence.
That would be crazy.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that'd
missionary.
be the worst.
All right, let's talk about this fucking esports shit. Because I did watch 3 different fucking videos in this fucking dude.
I heard that he was crying.
He was balling. So
Can you pull him up?
he's losing
Watch him
money.
cry?
Yeah, I want to watch him cry.
He's,
You're like,
he's losing.
I want to watch that
money.
man cry.
He had
we
a
watched Greta cry. We can't
Yeah.
watch a grown man cry.
Fuck yeah. He had a good following on
2
Twitch.
million. I think he had 2 million followers.
That's
I mean, that's what the fuck you get though.
so here's the thing.
Nobody tells you to cheat.
So you're on there, and the way that if you watch it, the way he was doing his fucking podcast was he was using the aimbot, but everybody on there knew he was using the aimbot because he was showing people how easy it is for people to cheat. Because a lot of people, if you say the aimbot, people won't know what the fuck an aimbot is. So he was on there and he wasn't trying to hide the fact that he was using it. But it comes down to Fortnite, the game. He needs a haircut.
He needs some pussy.
Yeah.
He's only 17.
He needs
Still
some pussy. He was like Ben with the mop top.
I don't think you can hear it. It's not shouldn't be loud enough to hear. Yeah, it's not even picking up the sound.
So you're talking about this kid that played the game probably 12 hours a day.
I'm sure he's part of the FaZe clan's like a popular clan.
Yeah.
They make a lot of money for the game.
Well, not just Fortnite, but I know they have a competitive PUBG team too.
And that's why cheating's not cool.
It's not, but and I played PUBG. I played Fortnite once. Couldn't stand it. It was too cartoonish for me. But you come across cheaters all the time. Especially, I'm gonna throw out the Chinese people on this motherfucker. Those guys are a bunch of motherfucking hackers.
Yeah, I know.
But
I mean, bro, like I get it. Like if you're playing single player and you want to cheat all you want.
yeah, but he came out and told people what he was doing.
I know.
It wasn't like he was just doing it.
But the thing is, like, think about like his position though. Like he's like he has how many millions of followers?
Yeah.
So now he's sitting cheating, instructing, and telling people how to cheat. And now these 2 million of followers now know how to suddenly cheat and game the system. And now all of a sudden they're doing the shit, and then like.
So let's put money. How long? So it's supposed to be a lifetime ban. How long do you think it'll be banned for?
Lifetime.
I don't think so.
You think so? You think it'll lift
I
it?
mean, it depends on his fans. If his fans apply enough pressure.
Dr.
like,
Disrespect received a lifetime ban from Twitch because he was doing a live stream, and I guess it was at like an esports fucking, and the guy that was following him around with a camera followed him into the bathroom, and I think it showed people standing in a urinal, which is against Twitch rules. So he got banned from Twitch.
Damn.
But he's back.
I think that's different though.
Had about a 2-week ban.
Oh wow. How do you get out of it? So.
Look the other way.
Yeah, I think
He's
I don't know.
like
Twitch is a
number-
streaming thing though, like
He's
the
at number
game.
3
On Twitch?
on. Yeah, I think he's number 2 or 3 on. I think since
That-
Ninja went over to Mixer,
But that other guy that you mentioned that you always mentioning too, the number 1,
Shroud.
he went to Mixer too.
He's not committed full time yet, but I think he's jumping.
They said that he jumped already. I read the article that I read. That's it was like 6 point something.
Million.
But that's just a platform though. This is the game. He's banned from the game,
Yeah,
not
he's
just
banned.
the.
Yeah, he's not banned from
So
Twitch.
I think it's probably a little different.
He's banned from the game, but
Yeah.
he'll be
I mean,
back.
he can't
on.
create a new profile or something?
He's not. I don't think he's
Yeah.
high enough. He's not
He
Ninja.
He needs a Smurf account.
Like Ninja. If Ninja got banned for doing something, he'll probably get back. I don't think this kid will.
I think he'll be
Yeah,
back.
probably not. I can't stand looking at him, let alone hearing him. Fucking.
Maybe
Who's gonna root for this guy? This cheating ass motherfucker.
When he hits puberty, he might fucking get back on.
Me?
Oh, he's with the car right now?
There it is.
Oh shit! Here we go.
God damn! Oh,
Oh damn!
edit.
He got us.
Who's your favorite streamer?
I don't have. I mean, yeah, no, I don't have one.
Yeah, I don't really watch streamers.
The
that
only
much
person
to
I
play
really
the
watch
game.
consistently is Joe Budden on the podcast
What's he
on YouTube. I mean, he does it on Spotify, but
You gotta pay for that.
Yeah, you gotta pay for that. And I ain't paying for that.
Nah, you can watch on YouTube for free.
Yeah. Plus, I like watching it because it has video.
Yeah,
Over.
So there's-
audio.
it's just better to see the reactions. I think.
When you go on Twitch, if you watch gaming, because I got Red Dead too, guys that do the Red Dead. I haven't checked them out, but the popular games right now is Fortnite. Yeah, you're going hard.
Apex
Fuck,
Legends,
dude.
FIFA.
Get him some tissues. But Fortnite,
Get him some balls.
Yo,
PUBG.
but realistically, those man lost his livelihood.
Call of Duty.
He was making mad money off of that.
He is
Yeah, but he's
17.
He didn't really have a livelihood.
Yo,
He was
he
making
got-
money.
look
all
how
his
much money he
life.
was making for this
Yeah,
though,
he was making money.
Like,
Fam, if you was making that money
and you just
and
lost
you're
it.
not making it, you would be
Yeah.
crying too.
It don't matter what
age
be
you at.
crying too.
oh,
You would be
bro,
crying too.
bro, I'd be crying.
Yeah, but these
I'd be
guys,
crying if I ran out.
anybody that
If
plays
I
fucking
lost my
Fortnite-
weed, I'm crying. Like, but
I'll cry when I have to
If
spend
that-
$100.
if anybody fucking watches Fortnite, when they went dark for 3 days, people lost their fucking minds.
Yeah,
Like, lost their fucking minds. Like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? They didn't know what the fuck to do with
like
themselves.
junkies without a fix.
I can't go on Fortnite. I can't build a wall when someone's shooting at me. What the fuck am I gonna do? 3 days and then it.
PUBG, I guess.
Nah.
They wouldn't like that.
Yeah, I can't stoop that low.
PUBG. What game do you play?
I don't really play any games, but if I do, it wouldn't be PUBG.
But what games did you like to play before you had kids?
Fortnite.
I did play Fortnite, yeah. But I haven't played that in a while. And
big
then
Call of
Apex
Duty.
Legends, yeah, and Call of Duty.
Fortnite. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, if you took your beard away, you'd look like him. If you grew some hair.
Who? Jose?
Tony.
Anthony?
I don't know about the tears. Big old crocodile tears. Have you ever played PUBG?
I did play PUBG. You see,
It's
I don't think
What you like about PUBG?
it's a little buggy.
All these edit
How long
points
ago
is
did you play
like
it?
killing.
Probably like a year ago.
When it first
It makes it
came
look so
out.
fake.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
I didn't cry enough.
I'm just kidding. I don't think it's a bad game. It's just it was really buggy when I played it.
Tears.
Yeah, it was
But it's-
bad.
Start.
So I went straight from PC to PUBG on Xbox, and the original that came out on Xbox was you had lag, you had all kinds of shit. You'd be driving a car, next thing you're in the ocean.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, there were so many bugs, but they've got it now where it's almost as good as PC when it first came out on PC. So each one's like evolving. If you played PUBG on PC, that was really nice, ran smooth. But I mean, you're on a PC. You also doing the old fucking keyboard with your one hand, fucking
Yeah,
mouse
ain't
with
the
the other.
same.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
rough.
little different.
When
Yeah,
you're a
it's a little
fucking
different to get
when
used
you're
to.
a joystick guy,
They lost though. They lost because they didn't capitalize it. They couldn't perfect it in time. Like Fortnite, like probably took their idea and just made it better. And I think that's
I
like
don't know if they made it better, but
in a sense where
it was more
Well, I mean-
more
I
kid
mean,
friendly and
nu-
more
numbers-
popular.
that's the thing.
numbers say
It's more kid
they
friendly.
did it better. And they do a lot.
What's
more
I'm saying?
than
Because it's
kids.
more it's more kid friendly, so that's why I began.
I wouldn't say kid friendly because I probably still want to let my kid just play Fortnite. Still
Dude,
shooting
fucking,
people.
I've seen 8-year-olds on that fucking Fortnite
Yeah,
building
I mean,
shit like
bruh.
crazy, and
Or kids doing
There's
those Fortnite
5-year-olds playing Call of
dances
Duty
and-
though.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's because they make it. Yeah, because they.
Yeah,
each
yeah,
have
you get a
play
Call of Duty. Hey, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Like,
Call-
shut up, you little 5-year-old.
Call of Duty's a run and gun fucking fucking game anyway.
I haven't played in so long.
Yo,
The
me
new,
either.
the new one is decent.
I heard.
I heard it
I was
was
thinking about it, but probably not
It's
gonna get it.
just-
Still.
Nothing changed with it though. You still got the campers.
Yeah.
You're always gonna, you're
I
gonna have
haven't-
campers no matter what game you play though.
I haven't played like the online like since like Black Ops 3, so
Yo, that was a
That's
game.
what-
though.
That's what
You
my
get them
daughter
bows.
plays. is
Yeah.
Black Ops.
That was my
Yeah, the
shit.
Black Ops.
I love zombies in Black Ops 3. Get
Yeah,
the bows and
zombies.
everything. Them levels were the hardest.
that's
Shit.
always I was kicking the games. The best one was the Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. That was the best one.
I think for
PS2
multiplayer, yeah.
or PS3?
PS3.
PS3.
Battlefield was good too.
Which
Battlefield 4.
I have it, but I never played it.
I think Modern Warfare 2 was good though too.
Yeah.
Battlefield 1 with the
Modern Warfare 2?
Battlefield
Yeah.
3 and
That was-
4.
yeah,
The
that
one
was
with the
good
nuke.
too.
yeah.
We spent a lot of nights playing those games.
Yeah, because that's when they started. Yeah, you're right.
Which is the one with the like with the subway? That's Battlefield 3, I think. Where it's like a long fucking you're fighting in the subway and shit. I think that's 3.
Yeah, I think that's serious.
I don't know. I never played any Battlefields.
I haven't played the 3 in a long time.
I like Battlefield because it's more realistic looking. Like this is one.
Yeah.
The reason I got stuck on them, I remember one part where like you had to launch a fucking jet off a carrier, and I remember like
Yeah,
the
that's-
detail on it.
Battlefield 4 is that's the extended like the you got to pay up for that fucking thing. That's like the extended. That was the extended one where the sea warfare.
No, it was just like a mission in Battlefield where you had to like.
See, I never
launch-
played the fucking missions, bruh.
Oh yeah, no,
I just
played
played
it.
multi fucking player.
Yeah, I play campaign. Nah, I suck at multiplayer. On any
No.
Call of Duty and
We
fucking.
played Fortnite with you. We know.
The last
How you
one-
build a wall?
It was my first time playing. Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
no, I think you really did play once.
You're not a Fortnite player.
No.
Now you can't build.
That shit looks.
See,
Nah, no. I mean, you probably could if you played it more.
See, here's
But
my thing. When
I probably
you
can
say
build
about
now.
the Fortnite, the
Yeah,
reason
we played
Fortnite
me
is
and
so
you played that day.
popular is
Who-
it's a wider audience.
We did
a
win
lot
one,
of
though.
kids play fucking Fortnite.
Really?
PUBG's not like that. Someone's shooting at you at PUBG, you better die behind a tree or a fucking wall. Not one that you fucking build.
Yeah.
And I feel like with Fortnite, if you're a good builder, you'll be a good player. Building can outdo the gunplay. Whereas PUBG, it's gunplay. Like
I mean,
You
you can
can
shoot
be
down the build. A lot of people
you
have
can be
died from.
stealthy, but I mean, in the end, you still
Well-
gotta have a gunplay.
Yeah, and I think in PUBG, what I like about PUBG more is that it makes you focus more on your teammate skills. Like where you're
Yeah,
more
if you're running
dependent
duos or
on-
squads,
Yeah, and you have to like coordinate better, and
Can you do squads or duos?
Both.
Both.
Can you do squads in Fortnite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is why I like Apex Legends too, because it's more
Practical.
team based.
Yeah, see,
Because you gotta like.
I
'cause
tried that one too, and
Fortnite, you can kind of run out by yourself and still be able to live. Apex Legend, if you run in, because most people run with their squads. So if you
You
run
have
into a
to.
squad of 3, you need some backup.
But see, that's,
It's
that's
hard
the
to-
other thing I didn't. So what's the other? Is it not Call of Duty?
Overwatch.
Maybe it's which is the one that you can fucking grapple hook all over the place, and I know you can do it in Apex. You can do special perks that make you run faster, or
Can't.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't think.
Dauntless?
no shit.
Don't like
All the guys at work were playing it.
Overwatch, Creed,
Trying to think of all
Anthem.
The
No.
the big sniper rifle in it was called the Paladin.
Halo? I don't know.
No.
It's Paladin.
Sounds familiar though.
I'm trying to name all like the
It's not.
multiplayer
Yu-Gi-Oh!
It
games.
might have been the Call of Duty.
Paladin of White Dragon.
Which is the video game that has like the housing complex with like the Ferraris and stuff, and
I think that is Call of Duty.
yeah, just not Modern Warfare.
No, I think it might be Black Ops 3.
Yo, I don't know. You're describing the game the way he gives directions. I have no idea.
I don't know where we're going with this one.
This Call of Duty, it's called
I think
one
it's Black
of the
Ops 3.
screens is Nuketown.
Yeah, that's Black Ops. I'm pretty
Okay,
sure.
Newtown is definitely Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Okay,
Call of
so
Duty.
so when they did that multiplayer for this one,
Mhm.
they took all those maps and they put like that map is made up of all those sections. Like you had Nuketown,
Oh, that's
you
dope.
had that, that it looked like a mansion where you had like there were like a garage with cars in it.
Yeah, I remember that level.
It had a basketball court
Yeah.
and shit. That's an area on the map. They took all those
Is
maps.
it like a battle royale?
Yeah, they. it's
Oh, that's
about-
dope. That does sound pretty cool.
And they have the train station. They have all these different maps that we used to play.
Mhm.
Now they're put on a map. So, and they have it's a battle royale thing where you land and it forces you all to a section. But
That's pretty cool.
they have
'cause-
perks and stuff. Like you can instantly see where everybody's at, or you have a perk that you can use.
reload faster and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and I like the more realistic aspect of PUBG, where you don't have perks. You know, there's nothing you can do to make you run faster. There's nothing you can do to give you better aiming. It's straight up. You just need to learn how to shoot and be stealthy.
That's how Fortnite is too. Though, like you don't get there's no way to. You can buy a lot of costumes customized, but it don't help.
Yeah, you can do that
It's
in
just-
PUBG, buy the different costumes,
Yeah.
but
You
or
don't get
earn
no
them
advantage
through.
for having.
You can earn them through. You get like points as you're playing that
Yeah.
you can spend. But when you look at the top streamers like Dr. Disrespect, Shroud, Ninja was like exclusive Fortnite, but Shroud played everything. Like he would try everything that was coming out. Like Choco Taco's playing right now. The big thing they're all playing that new Call of Duty. But they all come back to like
About to start
Choco will
streaming
come
games.
back to and do PUBG days and Stone. You ever hear of Stone Mountain 64?
I don't know any of them.
Is
I
that-
don't know anybody talking about.
Oh, as a person?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
that's his gamer tag, Stone Mountain.
Oh no, never.
But he got into the Battlefields. He started it when Battlefield 4. He started doing streams during that. But these guys, have been doing it for years. So they have that following. They have that following that kind of they know what their people want to see. But I've never seen them cheat. You don't ever see fucking Shroud come out and say, "All right, I'm going to explain what a fucking aimbot is, and I'm going to videotape. I'm going to podcast me using an aimbot." That's what that kid did. He broke the fucking rules.
Yeah.
And
You gotta live with your choices.
if you break the rules, and it's same with PUBG, if you get caught breaking the rule, you can get a lifetime ban. You can get most of the bans are like 30 days though, but I'd imagine a repeat offender, and I guess depending on what you fucking did.
Yeah, I think aimbots is kind of.
But him fucking
how much
like
money
you
you make?
said, fucking podcasting it out to 2 million fucking people. Oh, this is where you can get an aimbot. This is how it's used, and I mean, I'd like to have an aimbot too, but I ain't gonna fucking cheat, dude.
Yeah.
I get fucking killed. I hit A, start again.
The one dude, because Ninja, somebody was doing an aimbot when Ninja was streaming, and he called up the dude from Epic Games in the middle of his live stream. He's like, "Yeah, this guy, here's his gamer tag.
Yeah.
Let's get him." Like, damn,
Yeah,
That power.
they probably banned him in the middle of the fucking game.
probably.
Like,
Yeah.
but you gotta understand what
That's
that
some sick
motherfucker's done for Epic
Yeah,
Games. I mean,
Ninja kind of put them on the map.
and how old's Ninja? Ninja's gotta be what?
21, I
20s?
think.
Yeah,
21,
probably.
22.
Probably. Yeah.
Maybe able to buy beer, but just sign $6 or $8 million fucking contract a year to play fucking Fortnite.
Yeah, he get money.
Mm.
Not to
I-
mention
I
he gets
I would not
endorsements
want
and
to be
stuff now.
hanging out with him like during some illegal activities. In case like the cops, nope.
Well,
Nah, he would definitely say that with his hair.
Yeah.
So if you want to watch some funny shit, go on YouTube, watch some Twitch fail shit.
Mm.
You know, like they've shown, like, now a couple of them were proved to be fucking set up, but there's been guys that have been podcasting and shit, and cops will fucking come busting
Get
in through their
swatted.
fucking
Yeah,
door.
get swatted.
Like, what the fuck? Like, and he's on, and it's funny because he's still podcasting. Cops are fucking handcuffing him.
That's
The one
crazy.
dude, that just won like 3 million in Fortnite, Booga or Booga,
Oh, that
Booga
young,
something. He
yeah.
got swatted.
So at the end of this month, PUBG has a $2 million guaranteed purse going out for a tournament. And so you know all the pro teams are going to be. Well, if they opened it up. They opened it up to the Chinese, which primarily before, like in Europe, they have their own league. America has their own PUBG league. But this is open. This is an open
In America?
concept. Yeah. Think Oakland, California. So a lot of Chinese, you have to qualify to get into it. There's like a lot of Chinese teams that qualified for it. Well, there were people that were digging into these Chinese guys.
Somebody commented said, "Man, I just took the nastiest crap." Hey, Jimmy the Weasel, I don't know why you wanted to tell me that, but
He must have had
Yeah,
fucking
hope you
Popeyes.
white.
Yeah, bro.
did you just eat Popeye's chicken sandwich or
Damn,
something?
might be.
But they said these Chinese teams practice 16 hours a day. You
That's
know,
nuts.
and they're being paid, you know, by certain people to.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I mean, I wouldn't mind being paid to play games.
That would be the fucking.
Or get paid the podcast?
Anything, yo. If I got paid just to do something I like doing.
Mhm.
Like, yeah. But you gotta be careful with them because you like. I was telling Jose that like a while ago, but like with Yao Ming when he signed into the NBA, how China was taking a percentage of what he was making through the NBA endorsements, salary and stuff like that.
And there's,
So you know they're probably getting some sort of cut from
I-
them kids over there.
I think though they get repercussions too if they don't do it. If they don't make
well. Yeah.
they will.
it. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
We invested in you.
Well, it's no different than even when you look at the Olympics, any kind of competitive sport, and you have the Olympics, and you have like it was always said about the Russian athletes. That's their job.
Mhm.
You know, they're identified at a young age, and you know, 5 years old, you're gonna be a fucking gymnast,
Probably bred to be that way.
and for 18 hours a day,
No,
that's
that's
all
what
you
bears.
fucking do. That's all you do is you're a fucking gymnast for 18 hours a day. You have no fucking life.
It's even like the back to Yao Ming, like his parents, they were an arranged marriage because his mother was like 6 feet something and his father was like 6 feet something.
So they
Damn.
were trying to breed.
An athlete for the
Shit.
NBA.
That's
I
fucked
picked
up.
the wrong
Yeah,
way.
it was an arranged marriage. It's crazy.
They picked the wrong baby because Yao Ming broke his foot quicker than a motherfucker and didn't really play too much in the NBA.
He
He had a good,
couple
he had a
years.
good decent career.
He had a
Nah,
decent-
not
He
really.
made
He made some money.
He was just like the big China man. Like,
He's probably
like
making more money now that he's like
Yeah.
the ambassador of China. Well, I don't know if they're still conflicting, but from China to the NBA.
He definitely he played for a good solid years. I
Yeah,
wouldn't say he had like a standout career,
No,
but
he's not a Hall of Famer, but he had a decent career.
I
He
think
got
decent
blocked
run.
by a point guard at one point.
He got what?
I mean,
Yeah,
well, he didn't
a lot of people
jump,
got blocked by point guard.
he
That
couldn't
got blocked,
jump.
too.
He was just tall enough that he could dunk just standing, but he didn't really jump.
He's trash.
All
That's
right,
why his
next,
foot broke.
The next category is good. We'll get off the fucking esports because
It's gonna
we
put me
don't
to
want to
sleep.
offend anyone jumping over to fucking that gay ass mixer shit. You know what I mean?
I mean,
said-
how
you
you
said-
not gonna try?
You say something. You said it's gonna put somebody to sleep.
yeah.
Put you
No,
to
I
sleep?
said it's gonna put me to sleep. Yeah,
I did.
I know.
All right, what else we got?
Pablo Escobar's son states he was selling drugs for CIA. Damn.
That's already been out there. You do know that, right?
No,
Yeah,
but he
that's-
just released a new book though. That's why.
Oh,
It's
about his
coming out.
dad?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought someone was saying that himself.
No, he's
Snowfall.
He
Yeah,
just
it's
he
like,
just came
there's
out
how
with a
many
new book.
movies? Huh?
He just came out. His son, Pablo Escobar's son, just put out a new book that was detailing some of the
Well,
stuff.
He needs to
that,
put up a book of where he hid all that money.
What was Tom Cruise's? What was that movie? American Made or Mate?
American Made, yeah.
So that dives into some of the shit that.
There's a Johnny Depp movie that dives into it too. Back when he was young too, that was a good
Who?
one. Johnny Depp.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it too, but it
God, I don't know.
wasn't Blow.
It was Blow.
What, did the CIA? No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, it was Blow. I'm pretty sure it was Blow. No,
No, it didn't have any.
is that
connection
newer?
to-
Is that the newer one? Blow. If it's
what says the blow? Yeah,
Yeah, but
about
Blow,
the drug lord.
what year?
Blow was Escobar, but not CIA.
2001.
2001.
Blow was Escobar, but wasn't CIA.
No, I was talking about Escobar. About his money. Or something like that.
Yeah, that was Blow. But yeah, it had nothing to do with CIA. That was confirmed. I mean, CIA was running shit.
I believe it. We always infiltrating and doing things to other countries to.
Who's Robert Downey Jr. did a movie with Mel Gibson. They were pilots and they would fly guns and shit. It was
I don't know, but that sounds a lot like Snowfall.
Air America or something.
It's not like that one movie too that Jonah Hill was in. Him and when they went and sell.
Where they sold the fucking contract.
I don't know. I didn't see the movie. I just remember them selling guns to people.
Dude,
yeah,
you
that
gotta
was
see the
comedy.
fucking movie, man. You can't quote the movie.
I saw it sounds like.
They were
Yo.
fucking living in New York and Jersey, right? And there used to be a fucking, back in the 80s, there used to be a fucking, anything that the government was looking for, they would put on this fucking website. So you could go on and bid and say, okay, I can sell you this for this. They went on this fucking website and started selling fucking, it started out with fucking guns, pistols and stuff, and moved its way up to like huge arm deals. Like they signed a fucking deal for the biggest fucking arms trade, buying from the fucking collapsed Soviet Union and reselling it to fucking United States. It was shady as fuck. But there was that was a Bush thing. That was Bush put
Senior?
out there. Yeah, the dad. He put out there that everybody should have an opportunity to bid on these contracts, and so they started this fucking website, and it was anything from guns to tents to fucking underwear to whatever the fuck you.
Use underwear?
No, not this ain't fucking Japan, motherfucker. They weren't going to vending machines, fucking buying.
Well, you were
used
saying
undies.
they're taking guns from Russia,
No,
from the Soviet Union.
anything-
Slow down, Big Easy.
anything,
Give me your fucking shotgun.
anything for the government had to go on this fucking site, so everybody could bid to supply it.
Freshly washed undies.
Used Japanese panties.
Slightly used.
Big ass piss stain on it.
What the fuck? Barry Sanders, come on.
Goat talks.
Just it was by college football.
Yeah, by college
So he
football.
was, I think like some
I never watched
USA
any
or
of his.
something took a poll of like
was
300,000
good.
people.
He was good.
Won 85% as the GOAT, greatest of all time.
Wow. I never watched any of his college games or highlights or anything. I watched his NFL ones.
NFL, he was the beast too.
Yeah, he was
He
good.
didn't really
definitely
watch
goes
college,
set by 85%. Barry Sanders was a great fucking running back that was stuck on a goddamn shitty ass fucking team his whole career. Motherfucker never had a fucking lineman. Never had decent fucking quarterbacks.
There's some people like that.
He was the offense of the fucking Lions. And I used to feel bad for him every fucking Thanksgiving. It was like, you knew that motherfucker was going to try his best, but you're going to take a beating.
He got any rings?
No.
No.
Wow.
No. Not even close. I don't even think he
Got to the playoff?
I don't even think he's fucking I don't think he fucking ever played in a playoff game.
I don't know.
That's how bad the Lions were.
That's crazy.
There's a bunch of players though.
He should have left.
Like right now, Phillip Rivers, he's a
Yeah.
pretty good quarterback, and he never made it to the playoffs. Probably never won his
I
career.
can't figure that fucking team out, bro.
Who?
Chargers. Phillip Rivers. He's a good quarterback, but he's probably never going to make it to the Super Bowl. He's been, 14 or 15 years already, right?
Yeah, he's
been in there for a
same as
while.
Big Ben, I think he is.
He ain't never making it.
How many rings does Big Ben have? Like 2? Or 3?
I think he has 2.
Two, yeah.
He has 2 at least,
I
yeah.
think he has 2. You talking Super Bowl rings or cock rings?
Super Bowl rings.
All right, I was just being
How you know how many cat rings he has?
that he got caught using or I was just talking about. Remember when he was
Just try to slide it back.
he got caught?
He got to slide something in
Didn't
with
he
every
bang a
topic.
chick in a
Got to be something sexual with it.
He banged a chick in a fucking bar bathroom or something, and then he called all
shit.
kinds
He got
of shit
money.
for her.
Yeah, he got, I think, twice. Not the same situation, but twice.
But she came out and said, "Oh, he raped her." Or something like that, because he got in trouble.
That's what Antonio Brown is talking
Yeah.
about now, where he says that.
Different standards for different people.
Yeah.
Well, he
but-
said that from the get go. He said he brought up Ben and he brought up Kraft.
Yeah.
Like he brought up Robert Kraft. He's like,
Nah,
"Hey."
but Robert Kraft is up here, bro. Like compared to Antonio Brown.
Yeah, but wait a minute. I have nothing. He did nothing wrong.
Oh, Kraft?
Yeah.
No, he didn't do anything wrong. Because they
The
didn't.
only
they never-
thing
they
he
never
did wrong
proved
was
that.
he went to a low end fucking establishment. That motherfucker has the money.
If he knew though that they were being,
Sex traffic.
yeah, that's different. But they never confirmed it.
Throw this out on Facebook and fucking. You awake?
You're. Do I
Oh,
look
shit,
awake,
what-
bitch?
What you do now, motherfucker? You already there snoozing.
You think it's 20
You were
minutes
talking
now,
about
we good?
that some
We were
17-year-old
talking
kid
about
playing video games for like
and
an hour.
Fortnite.
And just like, oh my god, how long are you gonna talk about this kid?
Let's move on to Drizzy Drake in the weed business.
I like things like Drizzy Drake and Kylie Jenner.
Nah.
But yeah, Drizzy Drake in the weed business.
Yeah, he sent some bouquets around to Canadian media personalities to promote his new, was it more life
More
growth?
Life Growth Company.
More life growth.
The new cannabis
Yeah.
company. Yeah.
But I mean, that's probably the business to get into though.
Drake.
Honestly,
You gonna walk around and just, hey, y'all got that guy that's playing.
That'd be a nice trend name.
yeah, probably is gonna be one of them. But
Yo,
yeah,
you
no,
ain't
it's
you ain't
a-
smoked the motto yet?
I want to go hang out at Tyson's fucking ranch, bro. I do. We need to find out if it, he charges like $600-700 to come hang out for a weekend. I'd be down for that.
Who, Drake?
Mike Tyson.
Oh.
I don't know if I would hang out with him. He probably, I feel like he'd be mad extra.
I don't
No,
think that.
I feel like he'd be cool to talk to though.
I think it'd be cool as shit. And
I
it
don't
would just
know.
end in, but it would end up in an adventure.
All
yeah.
I can picture
Oh,
him
it would
saying,
be a
"I'm gonna
fucking-
fuck you till you
All
love
you
me."
see is from The Hangover.
I don't know
You're
if I could be
afraid?
the same
It's
room
my
with him.
favorite song.
Just don't make eye contact.
Afraid Mike Tyson gonna fuck the shit out you. Do you like a little bitch?
I don't know what he might do.
I'd be like, hi, Mike. I'm like,
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? He gonna beat the shit out of me if I say anything? Shit.
I hope you fight.
Shit.
I
You
mean,
gonna fight Mike Tyson?
I got my
Bro, you gonna
clinch
take
up
one hit.
skills good. You ain't getting in there.
Yo, I'm gonna do like a bear. I'm gonna do like you're supposed to do with the bear. I'm just gonna play dead.
No, don't
just-
play
I'm-
dead. I ain't gonna stop him.
I just won't ever put myself in that position.
He'll be like, "Ooh, I like that."
All right, and you just
I
took
don't
it,
even have to break the chloroform out for this guy.
and you just,
Stayed
you
it.
just
I'ma
made it.
fuck you till you love me.
Let's go.
All right, I'm not hanging out with Mike Tyson after this. Thanks, guys.
Giving him ideas and everything.
Why does this bowl smell like
Imagine this shit
chloroform?
blows up. Mike Tyson sees this shit.
Smell this for me.
Man, y'all trying to get whipped in the ass.
Nah, it's all love. We just kidding.
Shit, to Mike Tyson run up on y'all niggas.
Nah, you really be
Pow,
like,
pow.
bring it in.
That's
Bring it
number.
in.
That's number
I don't
32.
give a fuck, Mike. Keep
That's
counting.
number 32.
Niggas.
Is that?
33.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, I thought it was big white woman. I was like,
Baby WW.
Big white woman tells group they need to move because.
I was like, damn, crazy acronym.
Yeah, that's a crazy big white woman telling her.
Jesus
While
Christ.
you on that though, no.
That's a
Buffalo,
big bitch.
Buffalo Wild Wings tells a group of African American people that they need to move because the regulars don't want to sit next to black people.
Well, I don't think it was that. They're regulars. I think it was like one particular customer.
No, yeah, it was two
Yeah,
regulars that
yeah.
would come in there.
You know
Well, I
what?
don't want to make it seem like it was all the regulars that just
No, yeah, I
have
guess
to
to
not
clarify
like
that.
black people. You
No,
know
yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
just- it was just
I think it
the
was the
regulars
waiter,
for that
the waitresses.
specific.
Waitresses were like, these motherfuckers look like they don't tip. Get the fuck out. Had nothing
No,
to
it
do
was a
with
kid's
skin
birthday
color.
party though. That's crazy.
Had nothing to do with skin color. Tipping.
That's fair.
I think it had everything to do with skin color. I mean, the motherfucker says, "Yo, I don't like being."
I don't like black people. Yeah, I feel like that's why they moved, or that's why they were asked to move.
No, he just don't like he tip right. I want him sitting next to me.
That was a group of people. It was like 17 people, I think, or something
Yeah.
like that. It was a lot of people for a kid's birthday party.
I'm just saying,
So
shame
how
on
the fuck
Buffalo
you ask
Wild
them to
Wings.
move?
They told the waitress and the manager.
They didn't move
Asked
them,
them to
did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Where
They-
the fuck they move them to?
they didn't move them.
Well-
So they kept asking them, and kept coming up with different reasons why they needed to move. So eventually they just left. The group just left.
I wouldn't have paid the fucking bill.
I don't think they
I'd
did.
be like,
They didn't. I don't know if they ordered, but then they left. I wouldn't have paid
hey, who's
anything.
having a kid's
I wouldn't
birthday
leave
party
shit.
at Buffalo Wild Wing?
No.
That's beside the point. What does
Bro,
that matter?
Bro, if
No.
I'm gonna tell y'all racist ass white people out there right now, if y'all ever do that to me at a Buffalo Wild Wings, I will act like a goddamn animal and the savage that y'all think that we are. I will tear that bitch up,
Throw some food.
smack you in the face with some
Fall
goddamn
asleep.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Jose, are you black or Spanish?
Motherfucker, I could be both.
What? Are you black or Spanish?
Again, you do realize that Puerto Ricans are hybrid niggas, right?
No, then that's 35, motherfucker.
Well, that's what we are.
This ain't the Wolf of Wall Street with the
You
N-word.
do realize that Puerto Rico
I
was
do
an
not-
island
I do
of
not realize Puerto Ricans are blacks.
Yes, the Spaniards
No.
dropped off slaves there and raped them all, and then we all interbreeded. See, here's the difference between the Native Americans and white people, right? When we had black people as guests, we fucked them and had babies, and then made us. Y'all, on the other hand, y'all just lynched them and made them slaves and shit. That's why we came out mixed.
What do you mean we all?
We came out mixed little motherfuckers, and y'all white and still got black people. That's why y'all still divided, because y'all didn't want to fuck them and make babies with them.
That's
Yeah, that's the whole
That's
reason.
legit.
That's pretty much. We, on the other hand, made peace
Damn it, we
Broke
saw the reason why
bread.
racism
You-
exists.
and had
to be
crazy orgies.
The first Spanish motherfucker I know that identifies as black.
I don't identify as black. I identify as myself.
You just
we're a mixture.
I am a mixture of things. I just don't choose to be identified by race. Like, for example, I'm Puerto Rican, but that's a mixture of things. So, but do I sit there and pinpoint, okay, well, no, I'm more Spaniard, I'm more Indian. No, I'm more black. No, I'm just me.
motherfucker, we all gonna do a ancestry.com.
23 and me.
Yeah,
We're
right.
gonna do an ancestry.com.
Listen.
All of us. We gonna
It's
Send
not
the
my
blood
fault.
in and
That
get
for
the
white people,
ancestry.
y'all just got white. Like, it's, well, I mean, there's Polish white.
No.
There's what is it? Ireland white.
Right.
there's
Motherfucker, I'm just albino.
Pennsylvania.
there's Russian white.
We don't need to go past that.
Ancestry Dover.
There's just white.
Yeah.
Like,
One of the people I was talking to at work,
I'm
she was
doing
like,
it.
I'm
I wanna-
Pennsylvania Dutch. You know what that means?
Yeah, you're
The
German.
fuck?
You're German.
bitch, you old school white. Like, what the fuck?
Pennsylvania Dutch. You're German.
No, I don't know what that means. Please enlighten me. What does that mean when you Pennsylvania Dutch?
You German.
Respect on
You got a lot of German in you.
Yeah. More white people. Y'all just got white people in y'all blood. Just a bunch of whites. Like, no mixes. Yeah,
Ancestry.com.
I just gotta learn to mix things up a bit.
We doing it.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm down for it.
I'll do. Yeah, I was actually going to do that at one point.
So was I just.
I wanna
To
see.
see.
I just want to know.
I honestly don't.
No. If you're gonna identify, you gonna prick your finger.
Motherfucker.
We need to know.
Listen, do you know how I would feel like if like I would found out that like
He was white.
no.
You got
All
more.
my life.
You got more fuck-
Bro,
I got
would
more
be
weight
tight.
in me.
I ain't gonna lie, I would be tight. If
I got some
I
money
got
in me.
more weight in me than.
Can I say the N word?
I got damn it.
I can't do it
You
anymore.
just lost your N-word privileges. You are
If I was white-
62% white.
If I was white,
You are 62% white.
negative.
Damn, that's true though. You could be Hispanic and still have more. Well,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I could.
do you
We
lose the
doing it.
card or no? Or, like,
No, I don't know. I don't know how that works.
or
I
because
know.
you identify as Puerto Rican?
Does Logic say the N word?
No,
No, I don't think he
I,
does.
I swear I've heard it in one of his songs before.
no,
He's
he
not
does.
black, though.
Well, no, he has said
That's
it
what I'm
before.
saying though. So
He does say
does
it.
62% matter? Because
It's 12% more. I mean,
That's 10 years
he's
from now.
blackish, I guess.
Before you
I
can
don't
use
know.
the
Logic
N-word,
like a,
you're going to have to have an Ancestry.com fucking paper on you. Like it says right here.
I can say it. Look,
can say
Logic look like the whitest white guy ever. That's why it's funny as shit whenever he
Well,
says
he looks like Deadpool in like one of his covers. He looks like Deadpool after he got.
Oh, let's not bust Deadpool. Deadpool's special.
Yeah, but I'm saying no. Logic looks like him
I'll-
after he came out of
I'll agree.
out
Before
of
or
the
after?
transformation. After the transformation.
Does
Logic
he look
raps
like
like
two
him.
avocados fucking?
Yes,
Yeah.
he does. In one of I don't remember what album cover it is, but
I love
that's
that
what
fucking
Straight
movie.
reminded me of.
You look like if two avocados fucked, what it would look like.
That movie's classic.
Like, one answer.
I did say Deadpool 3
Yo.
is gonna be so rated R too.
No, that makes me wonder.
Oh,
You think that is that why white people be culture appropriating shit?
I don't know, because
Cause y'all ain't got like no culture, so y'all just be trying
we
to steal
got
everybody
culture.
else's.
I'm just not trying to identify with somebody that I'm not. Now, if Ancestry.com comes back and says I'm 51% black,
I
then
think
what
so.
the
Gonna
fuck
say
you
that.
going? What the?
He going
I'm
around
gonna
calling
carry that
everybody
shit.
the N-word. What's up, ma?
I'll be busting out the ahs and the ers all over the place. People be like, "What the fuck is this white guy doing?" I'm like,
It looks 51%.
51% black. I could be an albino motherfucker. You don't know.
I'm just saying.
You don't know where I've been. You don't know what I've seen.
Why
But
do
today
y'all?
is the
Why do
first
y'all
time I seen
appropriate
a
so many
Spanish
cultures?
guy identify as a black guy.
When did I said I'm Puerto Rican, and then I'm a
You just
hybrid.
told me you
Yeah, and
identify as
broken
black.
down, we are hybrid niggas because we have black people in our as ancestors.
Well, apparently you got some white in you too.
No,
So what
sir.
if it comes back and you
Pause.
Where do you see some
33
white? Where
got
do you see white at?
33%? Flip your hand over.
Facts.
Right there.
The bottom
33%.
of my feet are white. Don't mean I'm fucking white.
Facts.
Girls got pink pussy. Don't mean that they pink.
It ain't
Facts.
all pink. It ain't all pink, motherfucker. It's going to come back 33, 33, 33. We got to do the Ancestry.com thing. I think that'd be fun.
I think so. I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
I like to see.
I don't
I
think
would
it's
like to
real
see too.
expensive.
But is
either.
it the 23andMe that's better though? I think the 23andMe is the one that tells you.
Like where it originates from and
Yeah,
No,
because Ancestry.
so.
Ain't 23 and me the one that's turning it over to the government too though?
I feel like they probably all are.
Government already has that probably stuff already. I don't-
So why don't we just ask the government who we are then? Like,
Because they
Who
feel
am
like
I?
share that information. They ain't gonna share it with
yeah,
us.
can we get,
They
can we
want
get
us
a
to-
Freedom of Information Act on ourselves?
They want us to pay for it.
Excuse me, FBI. Can I get my info, please?
About to type it on my phone.
I don't know if it works that
FBI,
way.
who's watching me, share my info.
I know you're in that van out there front. I think it's like $80. Though.
I
It
know
ain't
you're
that
in that
bad.
van out there. The rape van. It's with the dark windows.
Yeah, I see you.
We know you're
Don't
there.
roll the window up.
So do white people got anything good that we can appropriate though? Because like since
What
they're
the
always
fuck do you want?
I don't know, but I mean I feel like y'all always
Beef
stealing.
stew.
I don't know, it's a white thing.
You got the white.
Maybe
Chicken
Popeye.
pot pie.
Yeah, say maybe
Shut up! I
Popeye.
just made chicken pot pie.
It
Fucking yesterday.
His point.
Sauce
Pennsylvania,
pie.
Pennsylvania
proven.
Dutch style.
That is one good white thing I would say. Because I do fuck with some chicken pot pie.
Like
Like, wait. How do
I
you
think
see
what else?
chicken
Sauerkraut.
pot pie?
what happened?
I see a crust.
Yeah,
Like
that's
a
not.
pie?
That's not what I made. That's
What-
not.
what the
that's
fuck you
not-
make?
That's not chicken pot pie. So what I do is I take chicken stock, right? Put thighs in it. Cook them off. Then I put potatoes, pot pie noodles. Take the chicken off the bone, put it back in. So it's kind of like a soup.
Yeah, it's like fake chicken pot pie.
That's white. That's Pennsylvania Dutch chicken pot pie.
No, that's the way
I
to
like
do it.
what you're
Yeah,
talking.
no, that's the way I do it
chicken
too. So I can, but still not that's not the traditional, I guess, real way for it. Most of the time is like with crust and all that. That's the way.
That's chicken pie.
Chicken
Nice.
pot
Chicken pot
pie.
pie. You remember those at Save a Lot? They used to be like
Like
$1.
Swanson's and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's
Or
that's
KFC,
not.
them just go hard.
When he brought up Pennsylvania Dutch is it's more like a way of cooking, like German style.
Yeah, would you ever
That's
fucking
chicken
Amish girl?
pot pie. Huh?
Would you ever fucking Amish girl?
You know you would, man.
Yeah.
Have you wanted to? Like, you just like,
Yes. I've wanted to.
have you? Why haven't you done it?
I mean, this is not out there. Like,
You gotta
yo,
really have the opportunity.
Yeah,
You
wait
don't
till
think
they're
you
on
can
their
sneak on the
week-long
farm?
thing.
No. So they go through a thing. So you ever hear of Muddy Run down outside Lancaster? Muddy Run's a big state park. So I had an aunt that used to have a trailer camper down there. So we would go down in the summertime, hang out. So on a Saturday, buggy loads of not buggy loads, but wagon loads of Amish kids would come into the park. They would come in dressed in their garb. The kids, the boys in their black suits, girls in their colored dresses. They would come in, then they would both go into the bathhouses, and then they would come out dressed in shorts and just normal shit that the teenagers were wearing. The girls would come out with makeup on that was just like caked on. I mean, they didn't know how to put their makeup on, so they just it was like spackling. But there was quite a few good-looking fucking Amish girls. It's a whole thing that they go through called Rumspringer. So there's like a 2-year window there where they can do things.
Rumspringer.
I don't think it's 2 years. Is it? I thought it was a week long.
No, it's
a long time. It's
Is
at
it?
least a year, yeah.
Yeah, it's
a-
so
it's
that
a-
I thought it was a year, a full year.
so you get your time out in the world, so you never come back.
Yeah,
'cause you're
I
never
know what
coming
it is. That's what Amish Mafia show is based off of.
So you give me a week, bro.
No, you can't. Amish Mafia.
I'm not
is
coming
one
Well,
of-
back.
not Amish Mafia. Living Amish, whatever. Is there some Amish show about it?
Yeah, they did. That was the Rumspringer.
Yeah,
Amish Mafia was.
yeah. I'm not Amish Mafia.
You know the
That's not
funniest
what I was
fucking
thinking
thing about Amish Mafia? Number
Hey,
one.
The fact that they're Amish
No.
and they're gangsters.
If there's any Amish girls out there, just saying, hit us up at Highly Offensive. Me
Oh.
and Mike try and bang some Amish girls.
Nah. So Amish Mafia. So first off they called it the Lancaster County Police Department. It's not Lancaster County Police. It's Lancaster City Police. Number two, none of the things that were filmed around Lancaster. They did this whole thing where the whole episode was supposed to be at this bar called Steinbecker's, and Steinbecker's High Street.
That's a real bar, right?
Yeah, I worked at that bar when I was young, so I know the ins and outs. It's a fucking biker bar now. It's not even Steinbecker's. It's O'Halloran's. It's an Irish bar. But so they
White
do
people
this.
shit.
It's a
Oh,
biker bar.
hollering.
Go in there and identify as black.
Who just walks around identifying as anything?
I don't know. You dropped that shit on me. But anyway,
I mean, you're the one that
the whole
identifies
fucking-
as black, Lil Black.
I know. I'm earning my card. There's a difference.
I'm just saying.
I didn't say I identify as black.
I'm just saying. I don't gotta identify as shit. I'm just myself. I ain't gotta be anything.
Whatever. So Amish Mafia says the whole episode was based at Steinbecker's. And then at the end of the fucking episode, they had this Mennonite guy who was supposed to be the enforcer. He runs out, starts beating the shit out of a midget that's out on the street that owed him money. I lived a half a block from this fucking place. It was
Wasn't like that?
No. I'm watching this. I'm like,
Exaggerate a little bit.
that ain't fucking Steinbecker's. That ain't fucking O'Halloran. They were saying that they were down in fucking certain areas.
And the dangerous parts.
Wasn't there.
It's a whole set.
It was all filmed outside of Philly. I will tell you a quick story. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So one of the clubs I used to go to down Lancaster Riverside. friend and I were in there, and this guy comes in. He's all fucking drunk. He's like, "Yeah, I just got out of prison." He comes up. He goes, "You wanna fucking your picture taken with me?" I was like, "Who the fuck are you?" He goes, he said his name. He's like, "I was on the show, Amish Mafia." I was like, "No, I don't want you. No, I don't want a picture with you." He's going around. People were paying him $5 to get their pictures taken with him. It was $5 or buy him a drink, which the drink was $4, so could have saved money. Fucking. But anyway, didn't buy the picture. About 45 minutes go by. This motherfucker goes in the ladies' room at the club, pukes all over the ladies' room, and passes out. So I'm a good upstanding member of the club. So me being how I am, I went in, took my phone, got down right next to him, and took a fucking picture. Did not pay the $5, but I bet that fucking picture was, when that comes up on my Facebook in memories, I'm gonna fucking send that to you guys.
Oh, you posted it on Facebook?
Fuck yeah, I posted it on Facebook.
That's fucked up.
I was like,
Tagged him in it
and I
too.
even put, I wish I'd have known his name, but I even put on there, this guy was trying to charge $5 to get his picture taken.
Damn.
I got mine for free. Powell puke his head at me in a fucking picture.
Put him on blast.
But
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
I've seen Amish girls that I would bang the shit out of. But you gotta get them on a Saturday.
Why Saturday?
That's when they bathe.
Oh, you only bathe one day a week?
Once a week, baby.
Oh, I'm
Once
good.
a
Never
week.
mind.
That's nuts.
I take it back.
You
Pass.
gotta get it. It's okay
Pass.
if you get it on a Saturday. You get that shit on a Friday, you ain't gonna want it.
They want that something. Never mind.
Shit,
They
like,
live a different life. They do.
I mean,
she gonna come out looking different.
whatever works for you. But
All right.
Yeah, now we.
Big white women. What's that say?
Big white woman.
BW.
No, we got the dope one. No, the electric Ford Mustang.
900 horsepower. That's pretty dope.
900 horsepower, 1,000 foot-pound of torque. 0 to 60 is supposed to be in less than 2 seconds.
How long does it take it to charge?
Not sure, but it does have
Probably like
it
5
has
days.
like the largest battery in any type of electric car that's out.
Really?
Yeah,
It probably takes a lot about it though.
I am just stuck on that 900 horses.
bro.
I'd be like,
Hell yeah, bro! I'd crash.
Nah,
like,
it's built to take the speed, so it has all the stuff is like built to be handle that power.
That seems crazy. 0 to 60 in 2 seconds.
Oh, yo, that's
the
like
only thing is the railroad drive cars are famous for sliding.
Yeah.
So it's like
nah, but a couple years ago they added that thing that you can add on to the Mustangs where
with the independent.
rear suspension. I think it is.
yeah.
Independent rear suspension.
But
I was like, yeah, like it got a lot of stuff in it to try to help it. I mean, I drive it. Shit.
I know. I would like.
I don't
Bro,
know.
my car is like
test drive or something.
I don't know.
my car right now is 275. Imagine 900.
I don't know if I'd want to drive it.
I
Really?
wish, yeah.
Because you go driving it, you'd be like, I gotta stomp on this bitch.
Hell yeah.
I would
that's
purposely be
It's
late
all
for
electric,
it.
so electric is instant. So you're instantly at that, like you're
That's
that
fucking
horsepower
nice.
and torque. You don't
Yeah,
gotta
but
build
then-
up to it.
Nah,
You
one
gotta
car.
be sure you can handle that fucking torque.
Yeah, I work up to just.
I
I'll
don't
tell
know
you,
if I want
I
to go
probably
0 to
could.
60 in 2
Tesla,
seconds.
Teslas are the same way. A lot of people race Teslas, just the stock, just because that's how they're built to be able to
How
handle
fast
that.
for them to 0 to 60?
Depending on which one you get.
Probably a good 3
They
5.
range, they range from like 3 to 6 seconds, I think.
That movie comes out next week, Ford versus Ferrari. That looks like a pretty good movie.
Garbage.
Oh, that's with what's his
Garbage?
name?
Matt Damon.
And Tom
Is it-
Cruise, something like
I think
that.
it's Matt Damon.
Why would it be garbage?
I'm just kidding now.
Do you know about the story, the backstory?
No, I don't really want to see it though.
No, what's the backstory about it?
All right. Mr. Negativity here. Wow,
Oh,
I
next
don't know
story.
anything about it, but it's fucking garbage. I'll just throw it out there. Ford versus Ferrari. So Ford made an attempt to buy Ferrari back in the 60s. And Ferrari was offended by it. Because they're like, fucking Ford, all you make are little crappy fucking cars, and you want to buy a fucking Ferrari, which has been around forever. So, Le Mans. You know what Le Mans is? 24-hour race at Le Mans?
No,
Google it. You'll feel better.
I
So-
doubt it.
24 hours of Le Mans was a 24-hour road race where you entered a car and you ran it with two drivers 24 hours straight on a road course. Not just an oval. Road course.
That seems unsafe.
That's crazy.
Staying away for 24 hours, especially driving behind the.
No, there's two of us. Both drivers, jumping in and out after every. I think they go 3-4 hours at a pop and then and switch out. But
Oh, I thought you meant
you're
two
talking
drivers
about
racing against each other.
no. There was full field. I mean, Ferrari would enter 6 teams. Ford entered in the beginning 2, and then they started entering more. But so Ford took offense to what Ferrari said, so they went to Shelby. So do you know who Shelby is? You ever hear of the Shelby Mustang?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
It's named after him. So they went to this guy and they said, I want you to design a fucking car that's going to beat Ferrari.
Hmm.
So they gave him, I think 5 months to come up with a car that could beat Ferrari in the Le Mans. The first year he entered the car, they came in second. Second year, they entered 4 cars, and 3 out of the 4 cars took 1, 2, and 3.
Damn.
Ford. They had some of the best drivers too,
Mhm.
but to attack that, think of a race car.
Mhm.
Right now, a race car, how long does it run? 500 miles, and
Like,
like a regular race car on a
oh yeah,
Like NASCAR?
NASCAR.
I don't know. 500 laps is what? Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, so 500 miles. I think it's a mile
because
per.
you got like 250s, like smaller courses. Smaller racing is 250, bigger racing is 500. But now imagine building a car that's going to run 24 straight hours on a road course where you're hitting a straightaway and you're doing 150. You're coming up to a turn, so you got to develop brakes and stuff that can slow the car down and handle. And I'm pretty sure with Le Mans you're only allowed, like during that 4-hour stretch, you couldn't pit. The only time that you could pit was when you changed drivers. So you had to, it was technology and driving skill to win these races. And Shelby developed a car that later on, that's why they went with the Shelby Mustang. Was named the Mustang after him. Was
but who was he? Like just like an inventor or something before they went up to him or something?
Shelby was a car designer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if he worked for Ford the whole time,
Mhm.
but he ended up his career there. But if
That
you don't like
motherfucker
Matt Damon, you're not gonna like the movie.
That motherfucker
I
made an
like
expensive
Christian
car,
Bale,
though.
so
Robin?
Christian Bale plays the driver. The driver.
Oh, was it Christian Bale?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, Matt Damon, Christian Bale.
Well, I think Tom Cruise.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be. I think
White people.
it's made off of a good story. So, I mean, a good true story.
Yeah.
I'm sure they put the Hollywood fucking
Some
spin
nice,
on it, but
yeah.
like they
Some
always
drama.
do. But there you go, Popeye stabbing.
Nah, we already did that one.
Yeah,
We talked about people
already
getting
did that.
stabbed.
We lived.
We made it.
How you feel about employees getting better with chips?
I don't want that.
We talked about that briefly before, but now the people actually gotten better with chips, so they don't need badges or anything. They scan in with their.
No, I'm good. I'll stick with
I
that.
mean,
I don't want.
I could kind of use one right now, cause
A
I'm
chip?
with that one bad situation. But I don't know. I mean, I think it's fucking nuts that people even like seriously work for a place that like makes that like a prerequisite.
They want to push it into the future too, so you pay with it.
Mm.
That's what their goal is for that company. They said they want to get it to where you don't need your smartphones or anything. You could just use your
arm ID.
Fuck
yeah.
that.
That's
Yeah,
how you
fuck
like
that job.
register to vote, register everything. It would be
What's that movie that you had a clock on your fucking arm and it
in
was
time.
In time.
in time? Like you could, if you wanted a cup of coffee, you'd be
You
like,
gotta pay in time.
Justin
you can't
Timberlake.
get
Yeah.
in. Like that was a fucked up concept.
Yeah,
I didn't like the movie, but the concept was fucking
It'll get there at some point.
strange.
I
It'll
feel
get
like
there at
yeah.
some point.
I feel like
You
definitely.
hit
it's a-
zero, you're done. It's like,
You see
That's
when
crazy.
his mom died?
Yeah,
And he was trying to get to her before. That was crazy.
better run faster.
I felt bad. That was,
The
That's
future's gonna
crazy,
be
though.
scary, yo. Like
They
'cause
They said the chips don't have GPS, but
Yeah, I don't believe
feel like
that
it's a
shit.
lot.
They said a lot of things.
Yeah. Who you fooling?
I don't want to.
Yo,
I don't want to.
I just hope we don't get to the point where like that shit starts spreading like wildfire, and a shitload of jobs start doing that. Because
I wouldn't do it, period.
Yeah, I don't feel like
but like we know we live in the at will state. You know what I'm saying?
you
Like
can fire me.
Yeah, you can fire me. I'm not.
I'll
I'm
find
not
another job.
yeah,
Like my job isn't
Yeah,
that.
but at
that-
will you can collect unemployment too.
That's true.
if you get fired, yeah.
Yeah, most places don't
Dude,
ever show up.
Even
too.
if you fucking quit,
Most places don't show up.
I didn't get mine from Unified. When I
I'll
quit.
take the fit. That's because they fought. They always showed up.
Yeah,
That's
a lot
one
of places
thing I
don't
hated
show up.
at UNFI. Never mind. Let's just go on. Because I worked night shift, and I would have to go to these fucking unemployment fucking hearings.
After working your night shift.
Yeah. In between. Yeah, it sucked.
That's crazy.
They wouldn't work with you either. It's like, the hearing's at 1 o'clock. I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to be at work at 6. I had to do the term from there, but I had termed him from the other place I worked. So I show up for this unemployment hearing. This dude's like, and he's a fucking weird guy. He's like, the master. You never go in front of a judge. You go in front of the master, which is just a
Magistrate.
no, just a master, which is a guy that's appointed to listen to the case, report back to the judge, and then get your ruling from that. But you
Kinda
go in front of
bullshit is
these,
that?
Sure, bro.
you go in front of the master, and
The fuck is the judge's job then?
The master. You better name yourself something else.
Yeah, I hear the Wizard of Oz out here.
but you go in front of him, and this guy starts off with, "Yes, he fired me 7 years ago too." Master's like, "What? We're about the time he got fired 2 months ago. What are you talking about 7 years?" "Yeah, when I worked for him 7 years ago, he fired me." And the guy's like, "And he fired you this time?" "Yes." And I'm sitting there like, this motherfucker. And the fucking master actually goes, "Well, you better hope he never walks into the next job you got, or you're going to be petrified." I can see what. He'll be working at McDonald's. I'll be walking in and get a Big Mac. And that motherfucker will be like, "I'm out." "Where's Reggie going?"
All right, I'm gonna head out.
"Where's Reggie going?" "Mike's here. I'm done."
Speaking of jobs, though, Microsoft Japan tested out a 4-day work week where they allowed their employees to only work 4 days and then at least have 3 days off. So basically, there's, I don't know. How do you feel about it?
I do
Should be
it.
fucking dope.
I work Monday to Thursday and have off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I prefer like
In
a
a
3.
heartbeat.
How do you know the 4 days is Monday to Thursday?
It better be.
Yeah, it didn't. I don't think it
I
didn't
mean,
really
what
specify
if
what
the
was-
4 days was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday?
Nah.
Yeah, it's not.
I already had that shit
Yeah,
offered to me in my
mother-
job. I'm not taking that shit.
People could do that now. Yeah, ain't nobody having that.
They offer you a weekend warrior for one less day?
Yeah, you get you work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and then have off Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I ain't working that shit.
Hell no.
What
I
the
can
fuck
never
am
do
I
that.
supposed to do on Monday, Tuesday?
That's when the parties. All the bars party on Monday, Tuesday. You know that.
By yourself, huh? Party by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, yeah, I couldn't do that. But if it's Monday through Thursday, yeah, that's dope. They
Oh,
said
yeah.
like they're gonna like do all the different like things. They said people use 25% less time off. People, they went through a whole bunch of different statistics that were people benefited from it.
We're not meant to work these long shifts for 5 days a week, man.
I don't know.
Now, bro.
It's true though. Yeah, you're not. Yeah, people stop focusing after like 5 or 6 hours. You
Look,
don't get
look,
any
look.
type of production.
Look, look.
Jose's over here losing focus after 8 minutes.
Talking about.
We had to wake you up 4 times.
You did not have to wake me up 4 times. One, you didn't wake me up at all. I was like right here chilling. I see you, and I'm like, "What's up?" I was tired, but I was like, "What's up?" But
You're more like,
Denial.
but look.
Stop seeing you.
Cost of living goes up. Minimum wage doesn't, right? Same thing for jobs. Like, so look, back 20, 30 years ago. Again, we always talk about this, but the man of the house could work a job,
Yeah.
Lady
have kids,
could
whatever.
stay home and you could raise 2-3 kids on one salary.
Yeah, but not just that though. But with all this social media and stuff like that, or without it, back in that day, life was slower, right? Where you can get more things done. Now the way life is nowadays, like that's why, like he can barely pay attention. Like, no, but I'm saying we're
Say it's just not me.
we're always doing so many things at one time that it's like life is going so fast, but then we still working the same amount of hours that we were
And
back in the day.
that's one of the biggest.
It's not a healthy
arguments.
balance.
Yeah, biggest arguments right now is about unemployment rates may be low, but wages are still low too. So that's what we need to focus on.
Hold on, he woke up.
Go fuck yourself. All I know is 4 days would be fucking awesome. 3 days would be better. 2 even greater.
Never.
0 days would be
Ideal.
2 days
But-
pay your paycheck.
best possible scenario.
No,
Pay your
2,
nut. 2 days pay your nut.
2 days, but get
But
paid for
get paid for
5.
4.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but
Wouldn't that be a life?
I'd be good with 4 though, like 4 like 6
You
hour
didn't-
long days.
I'm sorry, you didn't get
That's
your
probably like
your-
optimal.
What's
Six
that?
what?
6 hour long
Reparations?
days,
You didn't get your
For 4
reparations
days?
Like
check?
Yeah,
reparations.
4
That's
days.
not bad.
but get paid
I wasn't
like a nice salary.
I'm
Not
Puerto
necessarily
Rican. Y'all ain't even
40%.
trying to pay
Straight
black people.
salary
50,000.
Let alone pay our asses.
at least.
I wasn't trying to help us during a hurricane, let alone give us goddamn reparations.
Y'all just got electricity.
Here's some paper
back.
towels.
And they ain't
I
doing
love Puerto
motherfuckers.
Rico.
Speaking of him, yeah,
Big things.
he was just he just did a speech where he came out on a speech where he called it the impeachment process bullshit because it's against him. Yeah, they're following all the right legal paths, but it's bullshit. Because it's
I
happening to him.
because he's being investigated.
Yeah.
They are not following all the right legal paths.
Of course not, because
Yeah.
they're investigating.
No,
him.
Yeah, no.
it has nothing to do with that. I'm saying if they're
That's why-
not following.
That's why I thought that
Right.
meme was perfect. The one that I think I sent in a group text message where it was like, Trump saying, "Oh, Hillary must be shady because the FBI haven't investigated," and then it'd be like, "Oh, the FBI is shady because they investigated me." Like,
That's true though.
All I know is you can't take shit that he says for at face value. Everything he says, you can't. You have to like look
Say it
like
again.
scrutinize. You can't take anything he says at face value. You have to
You
scrutinize.
gotta read his Twitter account.
Like, no, even
Yeah, you don't
even
wanna
when
do
he
that.
talks, like he's not saying like. It's like when when he says when he talks in those little words.
Bro, he could say 1,000 words and not say anything.
Exactly. But I think it's blatant though. I don't think it's like he's just stupid and
you think it's a provocation?
Who
No,
did
yeah,
y'all
he's
vote for last election?
I didn't vote for nobody for a fucking reason.
How about you, Lou?
Whatever for myself.
Who'd you vote for?
The lesser of two evils. Hillary Clinton.
You did vote for
I
her?
did vote for Hillary Clinton.
Y'all shut the fuck up then if you didn't vote.
No, not at all. Baskin Robbins got 32 flavors. Give me more than 2 choices for president.
That's true.
Why I
That
got
is true.
why I got picked between
I'm pretty-
Hillary and fucking Trump?
I'm pretty sure that's what the Democrats are doing right now.
That's like choose between Satan and Darth Vader.
But
like
but that's what the Democrats are doing right now, dude. Did you vote in the primary?
I
So
did.
you voted for Hillary?
In the primary?
Yeah.
No.
Who'd you vote for? Bernie.
I did.
All right, I respect that. I would have voted for Bernie too.
I
I think Bernie could have put up a better fucking fight than Hillary.
I agree with his. I follow his policies more than I follow
But what
Hillary's
you're saying
policies.
is offer you more candidates, right? So what was there? 12 to start, I think, so far with the Democrats.
Yes.
So I think it's narrowed down to what is there, 5 or 6 left that are. That's
I
what.
think it's
That's what these
Kamala
are.
Harris, Bernie Sanders, Biden.
Biden's losing a lot
Beto
of ground,
O'Rourke
bro.
and what was that Chinese guy?
But that's what the
Andrew Yang.
primaries are. They give you. Now,
that's
granted,
not that's not between 12 people. Like it's essentially an elimination, a process of elimination. They go,
Yeah, you vote the lesser, like he said, the lesser of two evils.
but it really comes down to 2. And
Well, yeah, you have to get it down to 2.
no, you it can be
You got to get it down to a Republican, a Democrat, and then you can go with an independent.
why.
That's what
That's-
it's built off. I
That's
think
what I'd say.
that's how it is. I don't think it needs to be that way.
But I don't think it needs to be that because
Then
I
you're gonna
think
change
that's
200 years of fucking.
yeah. Because look at this us versus them mentality. Republicans versus Democrats. Black versus white. us versus them. There's
So
always
anything about-
two
why you got-
people.
why-
Oh,
why
because there's
Republican
always
Democrats gotta be black
one
versus
on
white?
the other side. I mean, it's not about white. The Republicans have to be white and Democrats have to be black or whatever.
People
It's
can't see
about
past
an
that
us
party
versus
though.
them mentality because there's only two parties. If you have more parties,
Oh, you got the Green Party too. I forgot about that.
But
party.
you-
but they're not legitimate. Like no one's serious. No
No.
one takes them seriously. No one votes for them. So at the end of the day, it only comes down to two choices.
It's
And
Washington,
and
Seattle.
it's like
people can't see past the party. That's a lot. People don't even know. Like they don't even know the representatives or people that they're voting for, their policies
if
or
you
what they're
wanna
trying to
just
get
vote
for.
Straight fucking Republican or straight fucking Republican or Democrat, you're a fucking pinhead.
That's how people are though. They
Yeah.
they see they got one politician in mind and that's who they got to vote for. If you say anything against it, it's
So were you
blasphemy.
Pissed, were you pissed when Bernie didn't win the candidacy?
I wouldn't say pissed. I was
You should've
disappointed.
been. You
I was
should've been
pissed when he fucking bowed down in front of Hillary.
He had
and,
no choice.
He had a choice. He
No.
didn't have to bow down in front of her.
He had
He wouldn't
a
have beat her.
fucking choice, dude.
He lost, but he didn't have
Dude.
to bow down in front of her. He didn't. He could go, okay, yeah, I lost. Thank you. I humbly accept my loss. I'm going back to my fucking cabin wherever the fuck I'm at. He didn't have to go, oh hey, yeah, let's all vote for Hillary Clinton. Hoorah! I know she just rigged the DNC, so I couldn't even get on. So I couldn't even be a serious contender. But you know what? Even though she rigged the DNC, played completely dirty as fuck, let me just suck her dick in front of the fucking national television, just because she's a lesser evil than Trump. Yeah, no shit, she's a lesser
had
evil.
to support
But
his party.
no.
If he wanted any political
Yeah, he
career,
would he wouldn't be in it
had
this time
to.
if he would have. He didn't want to
had
alienate
to
himself.
play the game.
Listen, me, I'm a man of integrity. For me, like I'm all about people that got that. If you're gonna say fuck you now, it's fuck you later, not fuck you now.
The
and
world
then
is not
I
that
love you
fucking
later.
simple. You do understand that, right?
I know that, but that's why I don't vote because politicians have no integrity. Therefore, what am I supposed to vote for? If you can, if I can't even hold you to your word,
But if you don't vote, right? So it's like, okay, I didn't vote, but fuck, whoever's in office. That's part of the thing that gives you power, is the vote, the ability to vote.
how when the electoral college overrides all popular votes anyway?
Popular. If you look at the states, right? If you have certain sections of the state, that's how your electoral college votes. So if there's 3 electoral votes down in the southern southeastern side of fucking Pennsylvania, and Trump carries or Democrat carries, that's who the votes go for. That's who the electoral
No,
votes
it's
go to.
what was it when Trump was running in 2016? The electoral college over in Ohio, they not Ohio. I don't know exactly which state it was,
won Ohio.
but one of them, the people didn't want Trump, and the popular vote was completely for Clinton, but the electoral college went towards Trump.
You have to pull it up and tell me which state that I can.
I have to
can
look it
at.
up. But I mean, like, there are those situations.
It is.
The
It's not
fact
100%.
that the
Well, Trump-
electoral colleges
Trump lost
takes
the
more
popular
more.
vote in the election.
Yeah, which is the whole point, though. Like,
No, it's not the whole point.
the whole
because
point is that
then you should just
the
let
people's
California,
votes
then
don't
you should
fucking
just
matter.
Let California fucking decide the president.
it shouldn't go.
Because
Like that.
there was 7 million Democratic to the good in California.
So we can gerrymander districts all across the state, but we can't figure out a way to properly ration out electoral colleges across the country.
Sure, you can. That's why.
Oh,
How many,
so we
how many
can, but we
electoral,
just choose.
electoral votes does California have? Is it in the 50s, 52 or something?
I don't know.
It's like a huge.
More than any other
fucking-
state.
Yeah, it's huge. It's
Mm.
because you got a couple big ones. Florida's a big one. Fucking
New
California's
York,
a big one. Who?
Ain't New York a big one?
Nah.
Texas is.
New York's. Pennsylvania's bigger than New York, I think. Like if you look,
I think it's like Pennsylvania, Iowa, maybe not Iowa.
there are a couple. There are
There's
a
ones that
couple-
you wouldn't expect.
Right. Like Rhode Island's 2.
Well, that's
Or-
expected.
Yeah, like New Hampshire's fucking 2.5. Everyone makes a big deal because Trump didn't go up in politic in New Hampshire. Well, New Hampshire always fucking votes Democrat.
Well, it's
2
a game.
votes. It's 2 electoral votes.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, it was a
It's-
game. He knew what states he had to carry to get him to the 270, and that's what he did. It was a smart political move. The Democrats fucked themselves when the DNC, when it came out after they gave Hillary the nod, that the DNC was corrupt, because Bernie didn't bow down.
He bowed down.
Bernie didn't bow down. Bernie did the right thing. It was later on when it came out that the DNC was crooked. Bernie could have made a fucking huge fucking fuss about it because they did him wrong. But he didn't know he was being fucked when that was all going on.
He knew he was fucked from the start. They were literally like not allowing him debate time on the CNN, the presidential debates. And
He wasn't allowed on the presidential debate. He wasn't a candidate.
No, not the presidential debates, but
He debated with
the
Hillary.
Democratic candidate. Yeah, whenever they would put him on, they would give him like the bare minimum screen time, and they would barely ask him any questions, so that he was never a legitimate contender. And even though the
he
people
was
were voting,
legit, dude.
he was not ever gonna win.
I'm pretty sure. I
Like-
think he had. If the DNC didn't come out later on as so fucking corrupt, I think Bernie would have ran. Would have been the
What the
candidate.
DNC did was from the get go off the jump. Once they knew that, because they knew that Bernie had the popular vote, so they said, okay, well, since we know that everyone's gonna vote for him, and we want Clinton to be the fucking the Democratic primary, well, let's cut him out of debates. Let's not give him no time,
Oh, fuck, I ain't
so
gonna
that
go to see
he
this.
can't fucking he could barely raise any funds. And then after he rigged all that shit,
Texas is big too. Texas is
Yeah.
38.
he bowed out.
California's 54. Texas is 38. Florida is 29. New York's 29. And then you have all those small ones: Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Connecticut. But he won all the ones he fucking needed to win.
How much is Pennsylvania?
20. You got Pennsylvania 20, Ohio 18, Michigan 16, Illinois is 20. Illinois is the one that I think you said was, you didn't think it would be that big, but because it's 20.
Yeah. I think
North
it's
Carolina,
Iowa, yeah, I know
South
it's like
Carolina,
an Iowa
Georgia.
I don't know, but all I know is it just sounds like some bullshit.
It was
Like-
bullshit. It came out later on when whoever was leading the DNC party, who was chairman of the DNC, came out and said how bad it was fucking corrupt and that some of the votes might not have been placed properly. Like, but that's who they backed Hillary. It was after they.
Well,
they
that gets
backed her.
suicided.
I
You
would have
laughed,
backed her up too. Go get it, girl.
Hell yeah, you got it.
She was
Get
she
it.
did an interview. She did an interview with Trevor Noah where he asked her about the Epstein.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Who asked her?
Trevor Noah on one of his interviews.
What'd she say?
She just
Tre-
typical
Epstein
response.
who?
I just think it's funny. It's like the
I got
rumors
hot
out there are
sauce.
so crazy.
So what's scary is those rumors that she was going to come back and run again. Like,
She already lost her chance. I don't think there's any.
Yeah.
no, but it just scares you because the Democratic Party's in fucking just a fucking mess now. Could you imagine her coming back? 2 months ago, fucking Biden was leading the fucking Democratic Party, and he sunk lower than whale shit now. So, I don't know. Was it a plan? Maybe Bernie's back there behind the scenes, fucking working the fucking strings with the puppets. I don't know. But
I don't know, but all I know is that it's a little bit weird when he goes and says, fuck poor white people.
Who said that?
that's
Bernie Sanders, pretty
Wait.
much.
He said
didn't
he
say
didn't
that.
say that.
Yeah, I don't think he said that at all.
He said white people don't know how to what
What it's
poor
like
is.
to be poor.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
a fucking lie. But
That
So
interview
again-
was from 3 years ago too.
Fuck poor white
that was
people.
it.
Yeah.
I didn't even
That's
see
not
the
what he
thing.
said, though.
That's not what he said. Of course, I'm remixing it and making it. What
And
I
making
want.
it a lie.
I'm
Yeah.
going completely changing the narrative.
Let's spin this.
Listen,
Bro,
when
you
said
cannot
that-
throw random facts and
when you said
and
that
opinions
saying,
and just say it's a fact.
I never said it was
Facts.
a fact.
You said he said. That's you saying somebody said something. That
like-
as in quoting somebody. as
That's
a
like
fact.
that one thing. Did you see like the Hassan Parker interview where he said they pulled he did like a 6-hour stream, and in one of the parts he was talking about 9/11, and he made a statement that America deserved it, and they
9/11.
yeah. So that was one of the statements. He said America deserved it based on the actions that they did prior
That's
to that.
Still would have said that though, but
I know, yeah, it's probably not the best way to
terrible
say
thing
it.
to say.
But what
Y'all deserve 9/11.
the point he was trying to make is that the actions that we did in the past by feeding Saudi Arabia and stuff guns and leading to the we were feeding that, and that's the point he was trying to make. But they pulled it out of just that line that America deserved 9/11, and he got so much heat just for because they
But they
pulled that
do
one line
that.
without context.
They do that. Anyone can take a snippet
Yeah,
and be like, "This is what he's saying," but that's not what he said. You know, it's
I
like,
worry about that all the time. I be saying some wild shit in my
Yeah.
snippets.
Don't worry about yourselves.
no.
I gotta see the whole video then to see what the context was of the conversation. When he said that, because I don't.
I think he got let go from the Young Turks network. Where
Who, Bernie?
no, Hassan Parker.
Oh, I'm talking about Bernie.
Whatever.
Oh, well, you switched it up. Huh? You just said
What do
he.
you know about Bernie?
Huh?
Bernie said,
I
"Fuck
like
poor
the
white
lobby.
people."
Yeah, that's not what he said. He said white people don't know what it's like to be poor because
And I
or
don't
living
even know.
that.
I don't even know if that's what he truly said.
He said, "Y'all don't know the struggle."
but the way he,
Yeah,
so you
he's
can
like-
pull that out and fucking put it there. But what was he talking about?
he's talking about that we don't go through the same circumstances or live.
It seemed like to me like he's trying to pander to the black crowd. Like he's like, "Yo, I'm
that was
with
3 years ago
y'all.
anyway. Though that was
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not. And I know what you mean because I feel the same way. But now you're saying that's 3 years ago. You know,
Yeah.
whatever. Put context to it, but there are people that are like that. That I don't know if you guys seen the video of the lady, the high school teacher that's a white teacher, and I'm sure you saw it.
The one that was flipping out in the parking lot.
No. That she was teaching her class, and she was showing the kids that were white that how it feels to be a black person, and the one girl I think started crying and she left the classroom, and after a few minutes she came back. She's like, "You can't come back in here when black people are being terrorized by racists or they're being mistreated or they don't get the equal." Whatever,
I've seen that, yeah.
they don't get just to walk out the room and then come back
was it a
whenever
white
they're.
teacher or a black
It's an
teacher?
old
White
white
teacher.
lady.
White teacher.
It's an old white lady.
So
Right?
what I was saying, my point was that
Like
some
Jane
white people
something.
are actually like very good activists when it comes to stuff like that. So, like Bernie, I would say.
So the one thing
Yeah, I
you
feel
can
like
do
he
about
means what he
Bernie
says.
is you can't fuck with his character.
Yeah,
like,
I feel
you
like he
can't-
is like a.
Like just based on his fucking character, he should have got the fucking nomination over Hillary. You tell me, yeah.
No, you're right. You're right.
He
You're
should have
absolutely
gotten
right.
the presidency. Like realistically,
It's just because people
I
get
think
so
it would
hung
have been a
up.
better fucking. He would have been a better fucking candidate than Hillary.
People get so hung up on twisted, like his twisted, the way they twist socialism, and that's what they think he stands for. Is
He does,
and
yeah,
it's
but
not
he does.
socialism. It's different parts pulled from. It is socialistic views, and that
Well, he
have
wants to
proven
create
to
a
work
u-
in other countries.
yeah, he wants to create a utopian society, and people want to stay in the world of inequality and capitalism, and that's just it's unsustainable.
Sounds like
And for
every
some,
politician out there.
we're not just every politician, but the people.
No, but I'm
Like,
saying
you know what I'm saying, like-
politicians. When you got politicians, like I said before,
Well, yeah,
that are in
they say
office
some
for
bullshit.
40 fucking years.
They're
Like-
bu- they're
Like,
they're paid off by
Mhm.
capitalists. The people that
fuck
Yeah.
yeah, they're rich.
they're obviously
rich
not
as
going to
fuck.
change it.
Well, it's like Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders. His finances have been under scrutiny a couple times,
Yeah,
and people might wonder where he gets his money from because he acts like
From all the weed he sells.
he's poor and he ain't really got money like that. But Bernie rich. Don't get it fucked up.
He
but
does got money,
but he
but-
rich, but he probably not spending. Trump out here spending and he rich. I mean, like it's different. I'm not
Yeah, but
Trump
Trump's
specifically, but
spending taxpayer money.
He
That's
not-
different.
no, I'm not saying
And
Trump.
he just-
I'm
He's
not
not
saying-
white man.
and
rich.
Bernie just made it to that point. How old is he? So it's not like he's been there
He's-
forever.
Yo, he's probably like around the same age as Trump, and Trump looks so much better than Bernie, like health wise.
Yeah,
Trump
but-
had money all his life.
Yeah, I was
Barely.
gonna say,
Because Trump is fat as fuck. But
Trump is fat as fuck.
yeah, Trump is fat as fuck.
If you're saying Sin is fat as fuck, Trump is fat as fuck.
Yeah, Trump is definitely bigger than Sin.
Not hips wise. Sin
No,
has
but I
some-
mean, because he's not naturally
Sin
built
had
that
some
way.
big hips.
Sin's supposed to have been hips.
Like, she probably didn't have to push 1 or 2 times pop a child out.
She was in childbirth for quite some time
How do you know? Were you there?
because I was watching
The
like clips
podcast?
of her.
They were doing a
fucking-
podcast?
No,
of
not
her
in the
giving birth?
podcast, but they did behind the scenes on Love and Hip Hop and all kinds of
Yeah,
shit.
that shit was edited down. She was in labor for 3.4 minutes.
Listen, if you get your ass beat by Sin like in the future,
I would let her beat my ass.
and I would watch.
Videotape
I
that
see
shit.
what
I
you're
hope.
doing, Mike. You're trying to provoke her, huh?
Maybe.
Get it man enough to bring it down here.
Loganville.
I bet you can't shut me up.
Listen, I mean, if we're gonna
Yeah,
do that, then I'll start shit talking this in right now. Like,
Nah, too late, dude. You missed out. No, you can't jump on this.
I could jump. I could jump
Yeah.
on whatever I feel like.
Saying you ain't shit.
Sid, I bet you can't pop my head open with those thighs. You can try.
But
All right. That's probably a good spot to
Come
call
in,
it.
yeah.
problem.
been
Sid,
real.
quit killing leopards.
Cheetahs.
Either
We
one.
understand.
Don't kill them.
Sin, don't listen to this motherfucker.
Do you?
You
And what's
bad
the
in the
dude's
bitch.
name?
Hell yeah.
What's the dude's name?
Joe Budden.
Budden?
Joe Budden. Yeah.
Budden, don't be pissed when Durant starts hitting her from behind.
Grant, who's Grant?
Durant.
Durant.
Durant. Oh.
Because you're going to have to hit that from behind. You know, that's what Durant wants. He don't want us to go face to face. He wants it from behind.
Dang, you saying she's ugly?
Mm-mm. I'm just saying, if I'm going to hit it, it's going to be from behind.
You gotta
Be
see
like a
them
snake.
cheeks.
See, you do like some thickness, huh?
No, I'm just saying, I fuck almost anything.
All right.
Fucking
Yeah. All right. Highly offensive
Fucking
episode
pause.
23. We out.
What is this
Fucking
fucking Paul shit?
With your trans and